All right.
I love the sound. He sniped me in midair.
All right.
All right, let me change my mic. Oh, they showed my three-piece? Oh, okay. I didn't know they did best play of the game.
Yo, what's up, chat? What up? What up? Let me know how the video look for y'all. Yo.
Can you hear my mic?
Yeah. That's Starsky, right? It look laggy? Why does it look laggy? It's video lag. I don't know why there's video lag. Hold on. Why is it lagging? Hold on. Give me a second to fix it, y'all.
Hey, BG, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? I hear you.
I can't hear you at all.
That might be Tick. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, so that might be you. If you can't hear me.
Hey, BG, can you hear me? Yeah, what's up?
Chad, is it still laggy? Or is it good now?
Oh, snap. He did get the haircut. He back at the classic BG.
Yeah, man. I just didn't have time no more, bro. You know, I've been on my grown man stuff, and I ain't have time to do, you know, the whole routine in the morning no more.
I grew mine back.
Yeah, I didn't have time for the routine no more, man. Had to wake up. There was a point where I could just wake up in the morning, like shake it out and go, but like, yeah, that kind of like blew out. So I had to like start treating it more and doing a lot more stuff to it, and I ain't have time for that no more. So I was like, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go, man. Hey, yo, man, shout out to me for like being one of those that still got their hairline. You see that? That's a hair. I'm 29, 29 about to be 30. My condolences to all y'all out there that like lost y'all hairline 4 or 5 years ago. I still got mine. As you can see, it's clearly ain't going nowhere. I remember like I was having a conversation with somebody, and they was like, it was when I just got on YouTube, right? I forgot who it was. It was somebody. And they was like, "Oh, don't worry, it was somebody bald too. It was definitely somebody bald. I remember that." And they was like, "Oh, it might have been. You gonna use your hair. You gonna lose your hairline by 25. Don't worry about it. You gonna lose it." I'm about to be 30. Ain't nowhere in sight I'm losing that joint, bro. I just got them good genetics. Y'all gotta stop implying y'all bad genetics on people. I got them good genetics, as you can see. I got them good genetics, bro. I'm aging nice out here. Aging real nice out here. Unlike the rest of y'all. I got that royal DNA in me, alright? Y'all don't know nothing about this. So my condolences to all of you who already lost y'all hairline. Yo, Starsky, you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Alright.
Cool.
Hey man. Hairline boys. Hairline boys.
You know to be messed up. That man BG start going bald out of nowhere.
Ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Hey, that would be too funny to me.
I gotta hurt some people's feelings on Twitter. Tweet out my hairline. You already know, so you already know somebody that feel bad. He already lost his joint. You already know who that is.
Oh, who's that?
Hey man, that's my guy though. I don't wanna air him out, but he been feeling a way about going bald.
Solid Rev, Meds.
Hey man, I ain't trying to air nobody out. That's a sensitive subject. That's a sensitive thing. Like people losing their hairline, bro. Listen, and if you lose your hairline and you don't got a beard, bro, I told you, you might as well you might as well go ahead and end it.
That's what I'm salty about. I can't run on. If I do start losing my hair,
bro, you might as well go and end everything if you can't like just like empty out your bank account, write the letter, tell everybody you just can't be here no more because like you just walk around looking like a naked mole rat, bro. Like so. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm getting slapped right now. What is going on?
How much is that hairline surgery? I don't even know. That hairline surgery
That's
might be
LeBron,
something for
man.
me. Tiger got it. LeBron got it. A couple people got it. It doesn't.
You saw LeBron was having a little issue recently during the game.
With his hair?
His hair.
Ooh.
Like in the back, it was like falling apart.
Oh no.
It's a mess.
It was coming up like field turf.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
I forgot who brought it up to him. Another player who was sitting down was like, yeah, he was telling him, "Hey, LeBron, your hair in the back."
Oh no.
It was on World Star.
Not like this. Not like this.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, check it. It's on World Star. It should be.
How's my gun not dropping these dudes? I'm getting 5 hit markers, man. They hit me with 3 hit markers. I died.
You playing Call of Duty?
Yeah. I'm doing hard though, because I try to start off we in that map where all the buses and everything. I try to use a shotgun. That was dumb.
Oh yeah, that's the metro type area.
I hit that man with 4 hit markers. He lived, came back, hit me twice, and killed me. That's crazy. What is going on? I'm using a submachine gun too, though. But MP5 normally melt people. I don't understand what's going on.
Let me go flex on them real quick. Check link. What link is this?
I'm not complaining. They're just better than me. That's all it is.
LeBron's hair falling out during game, but doesn't know. Anthony Davis lets him know. Oh man.
It was Anthony Davis.
Ooh, I can see it from the top. Anthony Davis face crazy, bro. Hold on.
My man decomposing on the court. That's crazy.
My man literally falling apart on the court. It was literally falling apart like bad grass. Oh no. Oh, he adjusted it? My man adjusted his hair. Fam.
You hate to see it, bro.
That's the biggest assist in NBA history.
Hey, can somebody shoot this man over here? He got AIDS. He hit me twice, and I'm about to die. This dude got AIDS in his gun.
Wow, really, bro?
Jesus, man. Okay, you got it, bro. I'm not even fighting you no more. You got it. I ran away straight to his team, though.
BG, you finally cut off that mop top.
You just mad because all the ladies was like showing me attention and not you.
You married, Doug?
I know. I was turning them down.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, can somebody shoot this man?
I was turning all of them down. So now you got a chance, Bond.
First of all, we don't even like the same kinds of women.
You right. They was still after me.
We ain't in competitive markets.
I think this is the worst game I ever had on Modern Warfare history right now.
So yeah, what the hell did Smooth eat? Smooth ate one potato chip and it's
He had a Carolina Reaper chip.
Yeah, that's like the hottest chip ever in history. Like on the what's the scale they use to measure
Global units.
Yeah, it's like the hottest chip you can buy or something like that.
And it's only one potato chip?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the one that isn't it the same one that Shaq ate live? Is that the same one? I think like a few years ago.
Yeah. Remember that smooth shit? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you would literally die if you ate like a pack of these.
Kinda.
I mean, your insides will be tore up, I assume.
I think LA Beast ate like at least 12 of them.
I know he was fucked though.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was throwing up all over the place.
Bro, that video was funny. I watched half of that smooth shit. That shit was hilarious, though.
Pretty bad.
Man, start eating the mouse pad. I know y'all saw that shit.
Hey, that man was overdoing it.
I know that's what made it funny though. That shit was funny still.
Why did he have like ice cream or something with him?
He did.
Duluth. Yeah, he did. He ice.
But he said the ice cream made it worse, I guess, because it might have moved it around his mouth a little bit more. I don't know.
Well, what happens is it'll go away for a split second and come right back once ice cream on. So it really don't really help much. Oh no, I'm pissing at you, dog. Nope.
Hold on, why is Tick here? Hold on. What's good, bro?
Are we live right
Why
now?
am I here?
Yeah, we love.
That's my guy right there.
So I'm watching this football game. I'm watching football with my dad, right? He says he hates Edelman on the Patriots. So I'm like, what? He's like, I hate these white slot receivers. My dad refers to white slot receivers as white niggas.
No.
So then proceeds to name them all like Wes Welker, Edelman, the OG Ricky Pro, Wayne Corbett.
Nah, white slot receivers are a dagger, bro. They be killing niggas in games.
They be
Because
they be coming underneath.
Yeah, they're like, bruh. Because, like, people be sleeping on them. It's like no matter how many times they show you they nice, people be sleeping on them. And it's a slot, too. So it's like...
It's hard to stop that shit. That's
yeah.
what it is.
We got Wayne Corbett. Oh, Ed McCaffrey.
What was my man name on Dallas? I can't remember my homie name, but that was
Cole Beasley. Yeah, that's what my dad made the
Beasley,
comment about when he made that catch against the Eagles.
Yeah, he went to the Bills. Yeah.
White niggas. I thought it was funny.
Oh man,
it's that interception. Baker Mayfield threw.
Did they? Oh man, I feel sorry. Did they win today, or is he still playing? Oh,
what's up, y'all?
I feel like they on a 3-game losing streak. What's up, Smooth?
Is that Jerry? What's good, bro?
Why you got to say it? Why gotta be the government, man?
Oh my bad, bro. Is that kid Smooth? What's good, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. How are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing? You doing better? I mean, you know.
I think I'm good for the week.
All right, man.
My man was about to throw up on it. I'm like, y'all don't throw up on YouTube videos, bro. That
video was yeah. When you was about to throw, that's why I didn't see the whole thing. You was about to throw up in the fucking garbage. I ain't turn this shit off. This man about to throw up, bro. That was crazy. shit. Want somebody else to be on the podcast today?
Who?
I don't know shit. I thought I know one person that's supposed to be here and they not. Where the hell Jimmy at?
You got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll do. Oh yeah, he do. All right. We was on time. That's what that was. Okay. We got it.
They got an Overwatch 2?
Yeah, some information that apparently just leaked about it a few hours ago.
It must be season.
Why is Firegate starting the trend? The nigga is like not even halfway through the season yet.
BG, you really did it, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm a grown
Did the
man.
big chop dog? That was going on?
Yeah, man. I'm a grown man. Come on, bro. Imagine hitting 30 with hair. Come on, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey man, I'm 32 with hair.
You was rocking the little,
Hey,
you
man.
know, little jiggy updo. You was good.
But it was cool. It was cool. A few weeks
Rocking the
ago.
wild man.
Yeah, it was cool a few weeks ago. It's not cool no more.
That's the fuckboy
was never
hairstyle. Chicks
cool.
love that shit.
Yeah, see, once I cut it off, it's not cool no more.
All
Squirt.
right.
You were probably the one of those people wearing super big ass clothes when you were younger, making fun of people that wear clothes that fit them.
Oh, we definitely roasted them.
Did you see
I
the
used to
hats
roast
BG
people
used
for
to
that all
come
the
on, bro?
time.
B used to wear like size 8 hats and shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I cut this joint off and stepped out my barber, I was like, damn, it's cold in this motherfucker. I was like,
Yeah.
bro.
That's why I'm cutting mine in summer.
Yo, I had no idea how warm my hair kept me, dog. I stepped out that barber shop. I was like, nigga.
But you see, Jack, I posted that picture of me in my Sixers jersey and BG trying to get the same coat, the same beard.
Oh, did he? Oh, man.
Oh, nah. See,
BG jocking the okay, you jocking the style, bro. That's what's going on.
See how this shit is?
I'm growing my beard back out. Like
man.
I had to cut my beard because it reached its like terminal length. So I had to like cut
Terminal.
it. So,
You said
yeah.
that like you had cancer, nigga. You good?
Listen, I'm out here in these beard streets, so I know the actual terminology that when your beard stops growing, whatever inch it's at, that's your terminal length. All right.
So why don't you just keep it at that length?
Nah, because it's possible if you cut it, because like sometimes it can reach terminal length because of different things like split ends and stuff like that. So I think if I cut it down and then I grow it back out, it may grow back a little bit longer. So that's the goal.
Try to eat my hot dogs. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, make like 4.
Tick, shut up.
What is he talking
Oh,
about?
fine.
He playing Call of Duty.
Nah, G. Boil them drinks. All right, just go ahead and fry yours.
Why is he talking about hot dogs? This is how you living?
So my little nephew, he came in and asked me hot dog.
Oh man, that's the type of meal you feeding the kids?
He's not a kid, man. He's 21 years old, bro.
Oh boy. That's not the right type of food.
Oh, what was I about to do? Fuck. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Slow Mo?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Chill.
What up?
Chilling.
Oh man, your team won today, Jack. Without
I know.
Without y'all franchise quarterback or former franchise quarterback.
It's a wrap, dog.
Oh man.
2 games without him, 2 W's. He gotta get
Jack,
about it, dog.
check your Twitter, Jack. Tell me somebody ain't style jacking.
Oh, here we go. Bond think he like trendsetted and created everything, bro. Ain't nobody trying to look like Bond. Imagine somebody out here trying to look like Bond, bro.
You sure you're not BG?
Oh, come on, bro. remember when Hardhead had his head tilted like slightly to the side, and he was like,
the head tilt.
Yeah, everybody was copying his head tilting pictures. I'm
finna look at this picture, BG. I'm gonna be the judge of this. Hold on, let me see.
If y'all don't stop this, bro.
Let me see.
Come on, man.
Oh, I see what Bond talking about though.
Oh,
BG. You trying to get that look about you, BG? What's going on?
Y'all hyping it.
Oh, okay. No, hey man, get that man his props, bro.
Why we acting like I didn't have this look like 4 years ago?
Tell him he inspired you, bro. That's all you got to do.
I did have this look 4 years ago.
You had no beard 4 years ago?
And I grew a better beard than you.
Yeah.
Oh,
you did not have a beard
He's
4 years ago.
He's trying to look like LeBron right now, but
we can go right into that relevance file. You ain't having no beard 4 years.
Anyway, ain't nobody trying to be like you.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, I need if you're a guest on this podcast, you definitely need to be retweeting the podcast. Just saying.
Suck my dick.
You can't be coming on here not even retweeting what you want.
Wow. I ain't see shit hit my PayPal.
Oh shit!
For a retweet, you're not
I
even a
know this shit
celebrity
for free.
fan.
Exactly.
Don't even let him get on. Don't even let him get a shout out. Then
I don't upload shit. I don't need no shout out.
TikTok
I'm
like
just
he
here
got
chilling.
clout. That's crazy.
I am
we
here
don't, we,
chilling.
don't, we don't need him retweeting for 2 people following him.
This is insane.
Word.
All right, 6:30.
All right, we can get it. We can get it all started. Okay. All right, Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 213. Shout out to all the viewers. Appreciate y'all coming through. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and check out the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Link is in the description for that. Make sure you hit the like button so you can support the podcast, so it can grow and other people could find it. And join the Weapon Wheel Discord. It is open to everyone. The link is in the description for that. And of course, check out everybody's channel. That's in the podcast. And let's do the introductions. Bond.
Good week, people. My Birds, my Eagles won. It's the best sports day of the year. The only day of the year you can see baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. Good old Halloween parties this weekend, and let's get this podcast going because we got Style Jack and BG up in here.
Oh boy, stop this.
Oh man.
Best week was last week.
What?
Always beat them Birds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tick
oh,
is a
man.
Cowboys fan.
Don't
Yeah,
talk about it.
That was a dark day.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
that shit bright as hell.
We know how that train going in. We
Yeah.
know how it always ends. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll probably get put out in the playoffs,
Waiting
but
to happen.
4 consecutive wins though.
An accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, I don't got 4 consecutive wins.
Yeah.
No,
4.
no, you don't.
Don't let go in the
You
word
had
here.
3 losses. You just won.
Yeah, you had
No, I'm
3.
talking about against the Eagles. No, I'm talking about against the Eagles.
okay.
All right.
Damn, do y'all? Oh shit.
Yeah,
they've
from
been
last
beat-
year,
they-
yeah, unfortunately.
We own that ass.
Asses lately.
Yeah, it's
We
okay.
own that ass.
Yeah,
That's literally the only reason why Jason Garrett has a job is because he beats the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they'd fire him.
And the Eagles are the only team to beat in the NFC East, so right now at least.
I'm a Redskin fan, and that is 100% facts.
Oh.
You need to get rid of your owner.
Our team is trash. We're gonna remain trash until Dan Snyder gives up the ownership. But
Well, I hope he holds on to it much longer.
I had listened to an interview with Gruden after they fired him. Yo, he sounds so happy. I was like, yo, this man couldn't wait to be fired, bro.
right, like he just got out of jail or something. He was like, yeah, man, it
Yo,
is.
I ain't never heard somebody so happy in the voice, bro, from getting fired from a job. Jack.
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a good week. Getting over this cold, but yeah, let's get it.
All right, Starsky.
Hey, what's up? This is Starsky Silvers. Thanks for having me back. I just got back from Chicago today. Had a good time there, and I'm ready to get to this podcast. So,
All right. Kid Smooth, alive and well.
What's up, everybody? It's the best spot. Make sure you subscribe to the Mixer.
All right. Slow mo.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Slow mo backslap, and let's get into it, man.
And lastly, Tick.
Yo, what's good? I'm here again.
All right, I think we do got to give. I think it was Vic that challenge that gave Kid Smooth this challenge, the one chip challenge, which is a Carolina Reaper. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you go check it out. Kid Smooth. Describe to us how the experience is, if you can, of what it's like to bite into a Carolina Reaper chip.
Well, first of all, it's the nastiest shit I've ever tasted. It doesn't even taste like a chip. Matter of fact, I
thought it was gonna be red too. That was crazy.
I don't even believe it's actually a chip. I think it's like a flattened fried like pepper, and like
Ew.
that's what I think it is. But no, just biting into it, it's just getting through the disgusting tart of it, and then it hits you pretty quick. I thought I had a moment to take like a third bite of the last like piece that I had, but the minute I opened my mouth, it was like all my pores, taste buds, whatever's in my mouth, anything that had a nerve in my mouth was just exposed to freaking heat. And from there on, I really couldn't do anything. So,
So did milk help at all?
Nothing helped. I suppose it helped, but it wasn't a matter of just drinking it. It was keeping your your tongue and your mouth active. So I had to keep doing a chewing motion to not feel it. If I just let the milk sit there, it didn't help. That's why when I was first doing that, I was like, damn, this shit ain't helping. But when I started like gargling and chewing and stuff like that, I was like, all right, the sensation is going away. I feel it less when I do that. So, but the thing is, you constantly have to keep milk in your mouth or ice cream to keep the cooling and the chewing. And I kept running out, which made things worse.
Would you do it again?
No, absolutely not. It's not worth it. If I had
for a decent amount, you wouldn't do that again?
For all right,
300.
Challenge was $300, possibly. Here's the thing, right? Here's the problem, right? After the pain, right? You deal with I dealt with at least 10 hours of stomach pain.
Yeah.
No, you temporarily get the runs.
Yeah. I know that hurt.
Oh, they said that was a part of it.
Yeah. You temporarily get the runs, and it messed me up because I figured if I ate it early enough, I'll just be out for the count for a day. But what happened was it ruined the remainder of Saturday, and then the start of this morning up until this afternoon, I was completely fucked up. So,
yo, did you eat the other piece? Because I remember there's like a little piece left.
No, that shit's in the garbage. That shit's gone.
You probably sitting on like one of them donuts right now, huh?
Oh yeah,
I know your asshole is.
Word.
Yo, so like, what compelled you to try to eat your mouse pad?
No, I needed something in my mouth. The problem is,
say that.
If I had
Pause.
If I had tissue or a towel, I would have used that, but it was the only like soft like thing I could put in my mouth that can like hopefully temporarily do it. You know how people get like stress balls and shit like that?
Yeah.
I was looking for something.
Why you didn't bite the pillow?
Hey,
Because the pillow was all the way back on the bed. It was
Bite the pillow. Oh man.
Nah, the pillow, like, it wasn't in sight, so I just did that. I needed something until my wife came back with, like, more milk or ice cream.
Oh, man. All right.
Next time I had bread in it, too, bro. Bread.
Yeah, I should have had more solids.
All right, man.
I'm surprised you just didn't eat, like, a giant bowl of ice cream or something like that.
I did, but
Yeah, he did.
I had ice cream and milk that for the remainder of the stream.
My man.
And then I can't eat any more ice cream or milk at all. Because I think that's what really messed my stomach up.
A whole mouse pad.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what it looked.
Ew.
I know you. Physically.
I'm about to solid. Like what did the next trip to the toilet feel like?
So since you're doing challenges, hey, somebody, whoever, offer him the challenge for the what is it called? The sugar-free gummy bears. Eat a pound of those.
Why would that be hard?
There are herbals, man. They got like some type of acid in it, like some type of acid that causes your stomach to generate a whole bunch of water. So you get the idea what happens after that.
I know exactly. No, because I got like shit, I think it was like a 3-pound bag.
Yeah,
those gummy bears, and I just went off on them, and it was so fucking horrible afterwards.
Yeah, be on the toilet all night.
Definitely.
The only thing
I'll tell you that firsthand. Don't do that.
Yeah, like I had I think people remember this video. I did it with like 7 years ago, where I had Buffalo Wild Wings hottest wing, and that joint was pretty hot, but it was like I'm sure it was nothing near a Carolina Reaper though.
Didn't that shit get put on World Star back in the day?
Yeah, it made it on World Star.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. All right.
Oh shit, BG look like he got the bag. I see that haircut.
Man, you know what I'm saying? It was time. It was time.
All right. Someone paid up. All right.
Hey man, my price went up. That's all I can say, man. You know what I'm saying? All right.
BG, that guy you go to get the apps, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna get into the gaming topic. Shout out to Kid Smooth for that entertainment yesterday. We appreciate it. All right. So what we gonna start out with today? I think I guess let's get right into The Last of Us Part 2 delay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which also led to the Ghost of Tsushima delay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Last of Us Part 2, Neil Druckmann pretty much said in a statement, that they just announced the release date like what was like a month ago, and they underestimated how much time they would need for polish based on the scope and the size of the game and everything like that. So they pushed the release date from February 21st to May 29th, which is 3 months. And yeah, he was, they was sorry. I gotta say, this is the first time I've seen a game get delayed after about a month after the release date, the first official release date. So I think this had to be something like a major hump that they couldn't that they ran into. I don't think this was just regular polish. They had to run into like some real development problem that they wanted to fix instead of cutting it. Yeah,
I think that a lot of people forgot when they first announced the game, the release date. They said it was coming on 2 discs, and I think that probably may have something to do with it too, because they probably were still finishing the game and then realized, well, you know what, we about to hit past 2 discs, and something along those lines may have occurred, and they may try to add something, even if they don't add the multiplayer. They might want to add something for the people that was complaining as well. I'm not saying they're gonna put factions on there, but I'm thinking they might put something on there just to like hold people over for the waiting.
I don't think so at all.
I hope so. I'm hoping that.
Well, the thing, it's like they delayed it for 3 months, but 2 of those months are going to get used, and then another month is for printing
Marketing.
out everything.
When it goes
gold.
gold.
They got to print the disc, because you like Death Stranding went gold, and then they're printing the disc for an entire month.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Only 2 months. They're not gonna give us anything substantial.
Well, didn't Druckmann say that he played through the full game, and then he said like there were certain parts of the game where he felt like it just wasn't polished enough. So it seems like they just really need a little bit more time to make sure the game is at their usual quality, which I'm fine with. Like I never have a problem with a game being delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it wasn't polished? Oh man.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So you
I mean, they got towing down some stuff on there. Is that what
you don't think there's gonna be multiplayer added to it?
No.
Nah.
I think something to be added.
Not in that amount of time. No.
That's already decided. That shit is
man.
they're gonna use whatever they're making for multiplayer for PS5.
And I don't think like the delay from the 1 month release date was weird, but Naughty Dog has done that every single time. They haven't made a release date in like their last 3 games. Like the first one, they've never made it. So it's not uncommon for them. I think they shouldn't even like make release dates until they're like. I mean, this seems sure.
Here's
but
my question though, like in regards to these silly fanboy wars that go on. Should anybody on any side be like laughing about delays? Like
nobody.
Everybody's
Not really. No.
delays.
People laughing about it?
Yeah, people
I'm
always
just
use it as
saying,
ammo.
people, like Days Gone got delayed, Crackdown got delayed.
Who doesn't delay their games at this point? Like
Nintendo games get delayed all the time.
Yeah.
Retro studios can't even announce them. At this point, like it's just almost normal. It's not even like a thing people should be disappointed about anymore.
I think the only thing you could really make a case about is like Nintendo and Sony. At least when they delay their games, usually they come when they finally come out, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually, because if you're gonna delay a game, it might as well end up really good. But if you delay a game and it still end up trash, what was the point of delaying the game?
Could you imagine?
It could have been even
Crackdown
worse
would've looked
trash
like
if they
before
didn't delay it.
even delayed it?
What was that, Bob?
Could you imagine what Crackdown would have been had it come out like before they decided to delay it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't got a problem with the delay. I don't have a problem with game delays. My issue, and I put this on Twitter, is the way they've been rolling out information on this game is absolutely fucking horrible. You cannot defend it. You got dick suckers on Twitter defending everything they do. Oh, you should want it this way. You should want it that way. Then they come back and reverse the shit. They say, "Well, you said like, but you said you agree with." Like, come on, man, y'all bullshit, right? They need to stop doing Outbreak Day. I feel they was pressured by Outbreak Day to get some fucking news out.
Mm-hmm.
How do you announce a release date and then 3 weeks later say, "Hey, we didn't mean that. We meant 3 months from that." Like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go on the PlayStation Store still saying the game coming out on February. You mean update
I did not know that.
How did Jason Schreier inform me the game was delayed before the PlayStation?
Facts. I agree with that.
Come on, bro. Update your fucking shit, bro.
Yo,
Come on, man. Shit
that
pisses
is
me
how I
off,
found
man.
out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just stupid. I don't understand. I can't fathom. And this is the thing about Naughty Dog, right? Neil Druckmann said, It ain't up to Naughty Dog standards and the quality of polish. Okay, cool. I understand that. But you know what else? It's not up to the quality of Naughty Dog standards and polish. The way y'all handling y'all goddamn marketing and business right now. It don't make no fucking sense, dog.
Yes, this is the Kanye rollout. For real, for real.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Do y'all think
Crazy.
that like the way things are going with them, and like say like the past 3 or 4 months, is due to all the restructuring they're doing? Because you're right, like having like releasing a release date and then 3 weeks or a month later saying nah, we're gonna delay that. That doesn't look cool. Doesn't look right. And then we had the story that came out that said that SIE America isn't really communicating with SIE Europe, and SIE Europe didn't even know that
Isn't that what
was
happened
going
with
into
Sega?
state of play. So I think the whole thing's just really like they really need to get their ducks in a row. Like the communication isn't there.
They getting
Obviously.
it seems like they getting flustered with this PS5 shit coming out. They trying to line it all up,
Mm.
but ain't nothing coming together the right way. You know what I mean? It just make it
Right,
look
right.
sloppy. It looks sloppy, bro.
Look real sloppy, yeah.
I expect this from some other. I expect this from Ubisoft and EA. I don't expect this from no goddamn PlayStation, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man, look, I was trying to be a nice guy. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man.
Here
'Cause
we
you
go.
said Neil Druckmann. You said Neil Druckmann said it was some areas weren't polished or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
that's what I read. Like he felt like there
Sounds
were
like a
certain
downgrade.
areas.
To,
Oh,
sounds like
boy.
some stuff gonna get toned down.
So
Man,
Tick,
I'm sorry.
Tick is
I'm
still,
sorry, bro.
Tick is
Trying to
still
get the chat
carrying
man, but I'm
this,
sorry.
this
Where you get that
narrative that this game is gonna get downgraded when it just almost never happens. Like Tick looks
Almost don't mean it never will happen.
bro,
you know?
it's not getting downgraded.
I don't know. It
You
just seems
said
kind of weird that they
Uncharted
had to
4
do
was
that.
downgraded.
It had some changes. It did have some changes.
It had
wasn't-
some
Toned
light.
down.
It did.
It wasn't
It had
downgraded.
stuff toned down.
It wasn't
That was
downgraded.
downgraded. That was
No, it
downgraded.
wasn't.
Are you gonna go with Digital Foundry? You said
They changed
artistic
it.
direction was changed.
It wasn't
Is that-
downgraded. We would be able to tell.
No, this is what people do with Uncharted 4 to irritate me. The original announced trailer, first of all, it was in 60 frames, and it was the game that wasn't actually in that part is not even in the game. That's not a part of the game. That's not in the game. So what they showed after that was a poorly lighted fucking PSX demo, which they improved upon. So the game never, if anything, the game got upgraded from when they showed it.
It was some
Where it get
change.
downgraded?
Tick saying it's gonna get downgraded. You remember the animations of like Ellie touching a truck and going under it? Oh, he's like, those animations not gonna be in the game.
That was too smooth.
You-
It ain't
Tick-
like that when I watched the gameplay.
See,
I'm
but
sorry.
Tick, you know what you do when you
We'll
say this
see.
type of stuff? What you do is you're saying that Naughty Dog is that good. Because when you do see it in the game and you say there's no way that could be real, you just propping them up even more when it shows
Hey,
up in the
man,
game.
If it's in the game and I see it, I'm like, oh man, I was totally wrong. That's job.
Alright.
I don't got a problem saying I'm wrong. I ain't y'all.
Alright. And you know, I'm on the side. I'm not trying to like, you know, elevate Naughty Dog more than they need to be, because you already got like their worshipers out here. You can't criticize nothing about Naughty Dog. I'm not one of those, so I'm just trying to be accurate with what I think they can and can't do. And I think,
Because
I
I honestly think what we've been seeing, especially that first gameplay trailer we saw with, I feel like that would be more of a PS5. And I feel like the PS4, like I've seen the gameplay and I was like, okay, this looks like a slighter bump from the original game on the PS4. So I was like, okay, this might be what the game would look like. But the other one, like the texture stuff way too.
I mean, people have already played this on PS4 though, and they say it's like what we've seen. So
Yeah, the media.
Yeah, that gameplay
and
that I
that
saw
ga-
that they put out recently, that's where I was like, yo, it was like slightly bumped up from the original. And I was like, okay, this I could definitely see this could be the graphics of it.
Yeah, but this is the first PS4 game to come on 2 discs. I'm gonna stick with limitations because they were running out of space. I think that's what happened.
they had the same issues with the first game. If you go back and look at the documentary,
Yeah, exactly.
same issues. Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Okay.
Sounds like a fairly ambitious project, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this resulted in Ghost of Tsushima being pushed back because they don't want it to come out
Too close.
to The
What?
Last of Us. Yeah, because
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
of Tsushima.
Yeah, they don't
was-
like to bring their games out that close.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out like spring.
Apparently, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima was supposed to come out in the first 6 months of the year. They delayed a game that didn't even have a release date.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
But I thought Death Stranding is what delayed The Last of Us.
No.
Yeah, it did.
I
It
don't
did the
think so.
first time. I thought that's what it was the
It
first
wasn't
time.
ready.
Yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did say that.
yeah.
They did say
I
that.
think it wasn't ready anyway.
Last of Us was not even close to ready.
Oh, they scared of that Stranding? What?
No, they're not scared. They just weren't.
No,
ready.
they like to keep their games spaced out.
Yeah, true.
I mean, look
They
at
don't bring out exclusives
They
within 4
treat
months
Death
of each
Stranding as
other
an
or 3
exclusive
months.
game. Yeah.
I mean, look at EA cannibalizing, their own games. Sony's smarter than that to do that.
Yeah.
Sony used to cannibalize a lot of
They
their
had a
games.
plan for that though.
Yeah, like
EA had a plan for cannibalizing Titanfall.
think they did that on purpose. You mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, to lower the
Value.
asking price.
You know what they did?
For
of
respawn. Yep.
Mm.
They're lowering the value of the
They tried to
IP.
gentrify the hood. They went to bring the value down so they could buy it up cheap.
Low key, that do make
That's
sense.
what they did.
Apex,
It's
baby.
very easy.
Okay.
If that was the plan, it worked. 'Cause
So-
they did buy him like what
Yeah.
a year after that.
Yeah.
It's all according to
And
plan.
now they made Apex for them, and they're making a Star Wars game for them.
Yeah, Apex is there, baby. That's some kind of proof.
Hey man, God's plan, man.
So
And,
Ghost
yo,
is
Apex release date always wows me because I'm like, we didn't know anything about Apex, and bam, it was there.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
weeks later, it just came
Yeah.
out.
the
Yeah,
Beyonce
that's
album.
huge.
That's a risky strategy too.
Yeah.
Paid off.
I think they should release Ghost of Tsushima like first week in September. I think that's like a good month
Well,
because and I think anything else is like too close to the PS5.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna need to see some more gameplay of it because they've only showed the game one time, and I really
Right.
I'm not sold on it at all, to be honest.
So how y'all feel about
I
this?
was watching it again. Actually, no, you go.
No, I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about this and it being so close to PS5? Y'all don't think that may be a strategy of some kind?
Of
Is it-
course,
It could
Yes.
be, yeah.
Absolutely.
cross gen, of
Is-
course.
Is Jimmy only loud to me, or is it loud to
No,
everybody?
yeah, your mic is kind of loud.
Like super.
Hey, Silver, what you say, bro?
Oh yeah, so I was watching the gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima again because I was like, when I first watched it, I felt like you. I was not really impressed with it, but then I was looking at it again, and it does have like that slower style, almost like Sekiro with, timing your blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they did that one-on-one fight between the main character and that girl that he was fighting with, that's his friend, I think, at the same time. Yeah, it kind of looks like Sekiro, but I'm like, man, it's Sucker Punch making that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I trust them to make a combat system that is different enough from Sekiro, but also as good? I don't know.
It looked like a way slowed down version of Sekiro, though,
Yeah.
especially like after playing. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what niche this really finna fit in. You know what I mean?
think this
'Cause,
is like if any of you played Bushido Blade back in the day. I
no,
think
never did.
I remember that
I
one.
think it's like that. Like Bushido Blade, like if you take your the most flashiest fighting game, Bushido Blade was like the literal opposite of that, where it was like strategic strikes and pokes and jabs, and stuff like that. It wasn't about like this super heavy combo type game. At least the first two. I know they made like three. I never played the third one, but I think it is going to be more grounded and more realistic. You're not going to be doing these
I see
special
that.
moves like Sekiro be doing. It ain't going to be none of those special moves. I feel it's going to be very
Yeah,
grounded.
and BG, I was, now that you brought up Bushido Blade in the gameplay trailer, the main character was doing those one-hit kills.
Mhm.
Like in Bushido Blade, it's a fighting game where you can kill your opponent in one strike. So,
Right.
if they figure out something, of course, I'm definitely going to play it.
Yeah.
So,
But it's
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check it
Yeah,
out.
Ghost is definitely going to be like the swan song, I guess, for the PS4, and because what they only made one game this generation.
No, not
Second Son. Second
Yeah,
Son
Second Son
and
was
first light.
First
that
Light.
was DLC.
It's a spin-off, so
Yeah, I don't count that. I love that DLC, but I don't count it as like, and it was like 4 hours. So
Yeah.
Hey man, game development is difficult, man.
yeah, I get you, but like, and then we probably, onto the PS5, we're probably not gonna get a game from them. Like, it's really gonna be like studios gonna be making 2 games a generation.
Yep.
If that.
If we lucky, shit.
And that's why Sony's trying to buy more developers because they realize this.
yeah.
Wow.
Who do y'all want for that? Like, who are you hoping they buy?
Oh, more
That's realistic.
Doesn't bother me who they buy one way or another.
Right.
But
I don't really know none of
they'll
them.
probably get Remedy.
I
I
might.
think I'm thinking that they'll buy Kojima's productions. In all
Probably.
honesty,
If
I got something I want to say about Kojima Productions, right?
yeah, go ahead.
So here's what's funny to me. You got these PC gamers that hate
God.
exclusives.
Here you go.
That
Here
are
it is, Ron.
anti-consumer, anti-competitive, anti-exclusives, and they say that Death Stranding should be on PC,
Mm-hmm.
and it shouldn't be exclusive to PlayStation. But they fail to realize that who helped pay for this game to be made? Was it Sony or was it Gabe Newell?
Definitely Sony.
So without Sony, this game wouldn't exist.
Yeah, help them create the studio, all that.
So what are they complaining about? If their complaint is that this game isn't on PC, they should be complaining to Valve. Hey, why didn't you fund Kojima's game?
Well, it still
want a
supports
charity.
their argument. They don't want exclusives, so they're saying like it should be on everything.
No, but then they'll
supposed to
say
argue.
if you pay for something, it should be exclusive, though.
No, but my whole point is they want this game on PC, but without Sony, the game just wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Yep, that's true.
So how can you want something to be multi-platform that wouldn't even exist if it wasn't exclusive?
No, that's true. They probably just didn't know that though.
Yeah, it's just like people begging for Astral Chain on other systems.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, Bayonetta should be. I'm like, yo, Nintendo paid for that game.
Yeah.
Without Nintendo financing it, that game does not exist.
Yeah, it deserves to be exclusive. Deserves.
Like, that's what these people don't understand. Like, that'd be like me buying a house and my neighbor saying, yo, why can't I have your house too? Like, because I paid for it. Like, why do you get a half of my house?
So that would mean like GTA should be only on PC and Halo should be only on the PC and stuff like that. Because
why? Nobody paid.
Nobody started on the PC. PC gamers the reason it started. Call of Duty should be only on the PC.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
That's what it sounds like.
Exclusivity pushes the game in the industry forward.
He said as a company.
No, we're talking about Sony took money out of their pocket to fund the game, to build the game.
Oh, so you're saying okay?
He said if Valve paid for like COD.
I got it.
So like anybody can make an exclusive game, which you can agree or disagree with. But my point is, without this game being exclusive, it just wouldn't exist. Period. Because Kojima Studios didn't have the capital to make this game by themselves.
Nope.
They needed a partner.
They also didn't have the engine, so
It sounds like PC gamers want gaming socialism.
That's a lot.
That sounds like y'all want one person to make it and earn it, and then it's given out to everybody. Sounds like gaming socialism.
Well, that's happened a few times on PC. So there were games that weren't funded by Valve or anything, but they were funded by PC gamers and then later released on the console. So,
but that's different though.
You talking about crowdfunding?
Yeah, crowdfunding's different. Well, like another thing is like people get mad at some. I don't like how some developers go to Epic Games, but there's been some games that have been Epic that Epic has funded clearly, and without Epic's funding, they wouldn't exist. And I'm like, well, yo, if that was the case, the game wouldn't have existed without Epic to begin with. You can't get mad at it for being on the Epic Game Store. Because the game just wouldn't exist otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Like Valve isn't going out there and being like, hey, we'll help you build this game if you put on some. Valve's not doing that.
True. Okay.
If the game, I'd rather the game exist and be exclusive than it just not exist at all. If it had to come down to it.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Next thing I wanted to touch on is Outer Worlds, but before we get to Outer Worlds specifically, Game Pass, right? So I actually bought Outer Worlds, and yes, it's $1 on Game Pass. And
What'd you buy it on?
I bought it on the Epic Game Store, I believe. Yeah, it's Epic Game Store, I think. And people were, people were reacting on Twitter, acting like I was crazy because the game is $1 and I bought it. The only reason I bought it is not anything against Game Pass. It's just against subscription services. I don't like subscription services for games.
I'm just mad you gave Epic money. That's what
you know I don't give a damn about who I give my money to as long as I get what I want. All right? I'm not on this righteous brigade like you are. Yeah, so I paid full $60 for it, and I don't mind. I just don't like subscription services for games. But some people are like bothered by the fact that I didn't, pay the dollar for it. I'm like, bro, like, are you? Essentially, people are mad at me for buying a game. Like, this is what we doing now.
I'm not understand. Like, I see this like so many different ways on Twitter, man. Like, you got the people that make fun of Game Pass, or I do. I make fun of the quality of the games on Game Pass, but I don't make fun of the actual service. I subscribe to it myself, but I mean, and then the people that defend Game Pass, you shouldn't, dictate how somebody consume their games, whatnot. So why are you getting mad at Beachy want to buy the game for like? Everybody don't like rent shit,
Like,
man.
yo,
Yeah, y'all mad at that man pockets? Like, get out that man
Like-
pocket, let that man spend
like,
his money.
yeah, do what you do.
Yeah, like Game Pass is introduced and y'all started acting brand new. Like, do y'all realize Game Pass didn't exist like last year and everybody was paying like full price for day one games almost? Like, so why y'all acting like we so far removed from doing this as a practice? Like, bruh, this shit just kind of changed. When did Game Pass release? Come on now.
Like Bond's gonna have to interject again with another. We're gonna have to give me my own segment of gamers and hypocrisy.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I've been hearing a lot, especially from the PC gamers. You
Oh
know,
God, here's just
Here we go. Let's go.
There we go. We don't like to rent our games or subscribe to services for our games. We want to own our games. We don't like PlayStation Now and Xbox Live Gold because they're holding your games hostage. You don't really own those games.
You don't.
Now we got people that want to buy and own their games, and they're being criticized for it. Why don't you just pay the dollar?
Why is it? Why we keep saying the dollar? Like, it's not a
Well,
dollar.
no, whatever it is, Smooth.
Well, I mean, yeah, for your first month.
Yeah, you got people that saying like, "Oh, I want to own my games, but I refuse to buy a PlayStation, but I'll stream games at 720p, 30 frames per second."
And
nobody I know that does
Can't
that.
deal with these new age PC hypocrites, man.
And-
All right, I'll give you that one. New age, you're right.
And
New
I
age.
was the same way about what's EA's thing? EA
Yeah, access.
EA Access.
Which I'm finna cancel.
I never liked EA Access. Like I bought even after EA Access was out, bro. I bought Battlefield. So I don't know why people are acting like. See, people need to learn. I'm always consistent with the shit with the stance I claim. I didn't like EA Access. I bought all the Battlefields after that. I just prefer to buy my game straight out. I don't want to depend on a subscription service. So I don't care if it's Game Pass, EA Access, PS Now, which is a little bit different. I don't care. I just don't like game subscription services and that's it. Like
Right.
subscription services like of other things like Netflix, that's different for me. Right? Games specifically, I just don't want to subscribe to play a game. That's just me.
Subscription service is just a good way to keep milking your money. That's all that is.
Yeah, of course.
BG, put your cat in the other room.
I'm about to.
Shout out to the cat,
Be
man.
wildin'. So yeah, and then Outer Worlds. Fam. I'm about to put it in the other room.
Can't mad at you, yo.
Outer Worlds. So did anybody actually buy Outer Worlds? Or Game Pass?
I got it on Game Pass.
I got it on Game
I
Pass,
got it.
man.
I got it on Game Pass.
Let me just give you my quick thoughts on it, and then I'm gonna put this cat in the room. So I played it for about like maybe 2 hours, and I was worried. I was worried about it being too Fallout-ish because I don't like Fallout at all. I think Fallout is very boring, but I think what it reminds me of is a little bit of Borderlands and a little bit of BioShock. There's definitely Fallout in there, but I'm definitely getting Borderlands and BioShock vibes, and that part of it I do like. So I'm enjoying the game so far.
Wait, so
BG, put the cat in another
I'm
room.
about to. That's what I'm gonna do.
His cat is
with
in
Fallout, what is it that you don't like about Fallout that's really different with Outer Worlds? Because from what I'm playing, they're very similar.
Yep.
The combat. I'll be right back. I hate the combat.
It's the combat. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. But.
Well, I would say the storytelling is better than what you would get from Fallout. I also am not really much of a fan of Fallout, but I am a fan of BioWare games. And BioWare's storytelling, I think, in the past. in the past, prior to their last 2 games, were definitely superior in my eyes to what Bethesda has put out. And I feel this game kind of reminds me of that in the storytelling. If you guys are still early in the game, that first big story arc with Edgewater and where the power goes. Like
Mhm.
that kind of storytelling reminded me of like what you would see in Mass Effect, like the kind of decisions that you make determine what happens to a whole community of people. And I really like that. For me, it's the go ahead.
Yeah, have you played like New Vegas and Fallout 3?
I did not. I played Fallout 3. I didn't play New Vegas.
Okay, so Obsidian, the people who made the Outer Worlds, made New Vegas.
I
as
know.
well.
I know they made
And
New
this,
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, and
New Vegas.
New Vegas is. Oh yeah, it's my favorite, but it wasn't even always considered the best Fallout. That was until recently, that people started changing their minds. But whatever. New Vegas and the Outer Worlds feel very similar. So if you are liking the Outer Worlds, I would encourage you to go and play New Vegas, because New Vegas has that writing style as well, and the choices that are more dire than Fallout 4 had. So
Fallout also got that trash dated engine though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably why this one isn't as buggy as your typical Bethesda game, because
very
it's running on
polished.
Unreal Engine and not was it the creation engine that that they use. Yeah, that one is it's like logic wise it's super buggy, and they don't really seem to. I mean, like people have found bugs in it in like Fallout 76 that were in like Fallout 4 and stuff like that. It's just like, why have you not? Why does that stuff still get carried over? It's ridiculous. So yeah, I think having reusing the Unreal Engine was a real boon for them to make sure this one isn't as buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
They
playing
definitely
on
need to
the.
make the text size bigger from what I've seen of the game.
Yeah, people have
Yeah.
been saying that. Yeah, they need
I've been playing the game on the base Xbox One though, and the texture work is not good.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I'm playing on PC, so I don't have that kind of
Yeah.
problem. It looks good on PC to me.
Oh yeah, of course it will.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
It's not a big deal. It's just something you got to look out for.
yeah, it was just that like that. What do you call the system they use? Is the ATS system where you aim at whatever limb you or part of the body you want to shoot at in Fallout. What is that called?
It's VATS.
It's a VATS system.
Yeah, VATS. I don't know that added a real like RPG element, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the combat and just the world. I don't know.
They got the Outer Worlds?
No.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you gotta upgrade. You gotta upgrade to it.
Are you sure, Jimmy?
Yes, I'm positive.
I haven't seen it in no demo.
It's the whole slowdown mode when you hit whatever button you want to hit, and then it slows everything down. Like
and
you
then
upgrade that.
as you upgrade them, it
Yeah.
starts to target their limbs, and you could point at different parts.
But different. It tells you. It just tells you what happens. Like if it'll cripple them, if it'll blind them.
No, that's in the beginning. You can actually get that in the beginning, but it starts to target limbs and stuff. It comes closer to Fallout the more you upgrade it.
I prefer it the way that it is now.
Yeah, I don't want to like completely slow. Like I use the slowdown to like you just target a limb, but I don't want to completely like because it's like a choice in Fallout where you select where you want to shoot and it does it for you.
Yeah.
In Outer Worlds, do you still have to aim? At
Yeah,
the
you
limb?
can. Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
It'll highlight and tell you you're gonna shoot this leg. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so far it's cool.
I ain't supporting no double crossing ass developers.
I'm gonna try to
What
start
do you mean by that?
What does that mean?
Double-crossing developers.
Weren't they the ones? They were the ones that promised they were they were being backed by Steam users that wanted on Steam, and then they switched to Epic. Weren't they them?
I mean, they got. I mean, hey man.
They're owned by Microsoft.
Yeah, nobody
now,
ain't
so-
messing with Steam right now.
You
though.
can get it. You can get it on. Yeah, you can get it on the Windows store. Why you ain't copying it?
Yeah.
Was that Obsidian? I feel like that wasn't Obsidian that said that.
But Windows is getting more games than Steam right now, though.
Yo, Jack, I thought one of the best parts about PC was options. You got options.
I thought that too.
I have the option to know I ain't getting no game that's gonna be crashing all up and down the place too.
Nah, it's running fine on Windows. It's running fine on Windows.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. I'm like 4 or 5 hours in, haven't had a single crash.
Exactly. I'm trying to tell them.
Well, maybe I might pick it up on the Windows.
Y'all know Tick stuck in his ways, man.
Very, very.
Man. Nah, you going? Nah, we don't. I don't support liars, man. Like what they did was dirtbag, man. Okay.
Yo, man, nobody ain't messing with Steam no more, dog. It's over.
Bro, all this shit is a business, bro. You know they going wherever that bag fat is at, bro.
Everybody mess with Steam. But yeah, like
Steam
you
is-
said,
Steam-
where the bag at? Just like what happened on the streaming sites.
Steam is just like PC gamers. They waiting.
Oh man. Oh man.
Waiting.
Nah. After that deal,
Well,
that 30 days. That's
that
gonna
is
be
what's crazy. Like, even when the game is on PC, PC gamers will still wait.
Exactly. You
Just
gotta
so-
wait.
Just so they can click a different icon to launch a game.
That's a
It's
mental
crazy.
illness, right? They sick in the head, bro.
Hey man, I bought Call of Duty. That's what I'm betting at. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all can kiss my ass, suck it.
Yeah, that
Oh, so
pissed
you-
me off.
oh, so
I
you-
went to buy it and saw that. I was tight. I said,
you
man, I gotta get
can-
this.
battle that, though.
Hold up,
Alright.
let's rewind on that.
User
Yep, go ahead, get them.
Let's
Get
get
them.
get 'em on.
that, huh?
You PC gamers
Get 'em
are
on.
killing me today.
Mhm.
You're all for a pro PC and all this stuff. Why are you supporting Blizzard?
Well, I support Blizzard. I supported them for 3 years playing World of Warcraft.
Why are you still
why though?
supporting? Blizzard is the worst company in gaming right now.
I enjoy playing World of Warcraft. That's why I was.
Ah,
You don't care about the people of Hong Kong? Tick, what's going on?
Nah, fuck them. They don't give a fuck about me.
Oh, man, they switching up already. They keep the same energy.
What
I
happened,
never
man?
cared about Hong Kong.
great.
Whatever I ever said I cared about Hong Kong.
man.
That's where you get all your shoes from.
They ain't got nothing.
How you be wearing
Hey, look, I got that mind where look, if they ain't got nothing to do with me over here, I don't care about them over there.
No.
all the basis of video games is from Asian people.
Hey,
They're
is
playing video
it from
games
China or Japan? Which one? China or Japan?
Both.
Nah, China or
No.
Japan.
Where you think they're
It's,
manufacturing
it's
this
mainly,
stuff?
hey, they can manufacture somewhere else. They can manufacture in Japan.
But they aren't.
Hey, look, it's made in Japan.
I like how your
Japan is
moral
way too
compass.
small to
I like how
manufacture.
your moral compass just went out the window, Tick. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy, Jack. They'll have a moral compass for booty boxes, but they won't have a moral compass for actual human lives.
Mm.
Hate
Booty
Hey,
box.
I don't pay for booty boxes. I never did. I was always was against that.
It's craziness,
The
man.
fuck is a booty box?
That's what Bond
That's
calls
Bond's
loot
DLCs.
boxes.
Right.
You like, damn, I'm missing something on the store. Where that's at?
It's like, hey, where they selling booty boxes at?
Baker
But
Mayfield.
nah, my
seeing
problem.
some ghosts
See, the
tonight.
problem with Epic is if the game was said like at launch, like before it even came out, they were saying, okay, this is gonna be an Epic exclusive. That'll be cool. But Epic, what they do is they wait for it to be about to release, and they go, oh, we're gonna throw some money at them so we can switch them over.
But you know what the
This
funny
game
thing
that's
is?
highly acclaimed, which is Dirtbag.
You know what the funny
Battle.net
thing is?
didn't do that with Call of Duty. They from the jump, we knew it was coming on Battle.net. Like with Battlefield, from the jump, we know it's going.
I
on Origin.
believe you said in the past one of your also big problems with Epic was that they were in bed with the Chinese and stealing and sharing their information.
That wasn't me.
Blizzard's literally in bed with the Chinese.
Yeah, that wasn't me though.
So,
All right, so
Yeah,
wasn't
I'm
the
not
Outer
sure.
Worlds first announced at the VGAs last year?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so did they ever say they were going? It was going to be on Steam when they announced
Yeah,
it?
they actually had a Steam logo, and it was being backed by people who wanted it for Steam.
yeah, but now
They were gonna
Microsoft
put it on Steam.
owns the IP.
And then Epic threw money at them and was like, "Yo, I got some money
I
for
think-
it.
I think Tick got the
And then they
wrong
went
game.
over there.
Microsoft didn't have to take that money. Microsoft got plenty
I
of
think
money.
Tick has.
Well, that's private
Tick has
division.
the wrong
Private
game.
division's the publisher.
He has the wrong game. Outer Worlds was always under contract over under 2K and Private Division. That was never a crowd-funded game. You must
Oh,
be
was
talking
it?
about In Exile, dude. You must be talking about In Exile.
It may have been.
Okay.
Yeah, In Exile's Wasteland 3 was initially crowdfunded before they got purchased by Microsoft. So that one.
Well, it might be. It might be the. Oh, you said NX. I don't know.
In Exile.
I have to look it up though.
Okay.
Maybe if I was wrong, I apologize.
Okay.
Look at Tick.
I don't have a problem saying I'm
This the
sorry.
first time. Hey,
I never have a problem. If I'm wrong, I'll definitely admit to being
Tick,
wrong. I don't have a
Tick,
problem.
this the first time you're gonna be the bigger man, dog.
I'm
Congratulations.
always bigger than you, fat bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, there's got to be a Tick clone.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, they made that Gucci man treat me that shit
Word.
great.
All right, so spoke about Outer Worlds. Okay, let's talk about Fallout 76. So
Why?
So Bethesda,
yeah.
Bethesda really falling out from grace out here. I don't know, were they ever on grace? Were they ever really with
They-
their
they-
fan
they
base?
were.
With their fan
They
base.
were.
I
It's
never
been a bit.
I never like there was a few games that they made that I really liked, but I never liked a lot of their games. But they had a dedicated fan base that always loved their shit. But yeah, man, they going through hard times right now. This week they announced a subscription plan for Fallout 76. It's
$100 a year.
$100
Yeah,
a
they
year, 19 was it 19 a month or $9 a month?
It's like 13 or
It's the
something.
13. It's $12.99. or
Okay.
Yeah,
something like
13 a
that.
month.
I'm a real. I didn't even read what comes with this subscription. I just knew this is some bullshit.
A private lobby that apparently we found out really ain't private. What else? What was
Unlimited storage.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to look it
limited
up.
storage. With
That delete your items.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that delete your items. Right.
You know what's crazy?
and the-
People are subscribing and paying them,
Yep.
which is insane, and then they complain. You
Yeah,
already gave
people
them
are
your
fucking
money.
stupid.
Okay, so here's what it comes
Stupid.
with. It says you play in a private world exclusively for you up to 7 friends. You get a ranger armor outfit. Okay, you get a scrap box. That's the unlimited storage. You get a survival tent, a new placeable fast travel point with a stash sleeping bag for more basic needs. Atoms receive 1,600 atoms per month to use in the atomic shop. Icons and emote packs. And yeah, that's what's listed here.
You know what I heard about this? I heard that they had put out like a poll on the forum or whatever and asked people like changes they wanted to see made in the game. And like all the shit they got the highest votes is what they put in the DLC. What they put
Into the subscription.
Yo, that's fucked up.
That shit fun. That shit funny.
Yo,
That shit is hilarious.
That's wild.
But it's like, okay, here's my question, right? I really would be curious to know who is the one
What the?
that bruh, can you keep quiet, please? Who is the one that makes like monetary decisions like this? Like,
Yeah,
is
you
it
gotta
the
be dumb.
developer or the publisher? I have hard time believing the developer who knows the relationship with the consumer with this game and the perception of this game would be like, you know what would be a great fucking idea, my nigga? Add a subscription service to
Well-
like our worst rated game ever.
Don't Bethesda publish and develop this game?
I think,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
they
for their
probably-
own in-house games. Isn't
Bethesda
it
and
is it
Bethesda
ZeniMax?
Game Studios.
Okay.
ZeniMax is like the
parent
whole
company?
yeah, it's the parent company.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but what do you get for a year subscription? Like, what is it? Mods? Like,
Dick
what
in
is
the
it?
ass.
No, we just said.
Yeah, but
You
the
get
thing
an empty wallet is what you get.
You get dick in the ass.
The thing about it though, everything besides the skins is broken. They got an infinite storage crate that you can push it. So when people got this crate, they put in all that items they wanted to save and store. But it was a glitch and it deleted all their items. And when they restarted the game, them bitches still go. Like people putting their most valuable coveted fucking items in this chest and it deleted them. And then the private servers, I was watching Jim Sterling video. If your friend sees you online, they can still join your fucking game without an invite. So they're not. It's not an actual. Like everything they gave you is a fucking lie. Like it's crazy, bro.
No, they don't care about that game anymore. They working on the next game. They just trying to milk this joint.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, look on the 360 and on PC back when they put horse armor in Oblivion, everybody laughed at them. But now they're doing these subscription services inside of their games as a service. We're gonna laugh at them now, but that's about to be the standard next generation.
Nah, I can't see
I
that happening.
promise you.
man.
Yeah,
How can you-
yeah.
but
We laughed out cosmetic DLC microtransactions in full price single player games, and now that's everywhere now.
But it's
But
everywhere
that's just
because
like the
bought it. It's because people adopted it and it made money for them. I can't see this one for one.
people are already buying this though.
People are barely. Some people are buying it like the 20 people that still play Fallout 76 a year later. But
I think it's more than that.
So wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta ask you a question. So you think going forward, devs are gonna attempt to sell a game at full price and put the games as a service? And that's
Yep.
gonna be crazy, bro.
Man, they are because people
Yep,
paying for it, man. Look.
people buy it. That's the
All
problem.
started back in the day,
I
man.
don't
Buy that back.
understand why people do it, but they do it. And like, okay, so obviously this is a lot rougher with Fallout 76. But imagine if it was like back in 2011 when Skyrim was super big, and they put that in Skyrim.
It would work. It would work for that game.
It would have worked.
Yeah,
So-
it would have.
If they wait until Starfield, wait until Elder Scrolls 6, and put that stuff in, oh, it's about to make them bank, and then everyone's gonna start doing it. It's going to be so simple.
Because it costs them nothing to necessarily make this subscription, but even if like a few thousand people subscribe to it, hey, that's money we made that we didn't have before. So I guess it works. But
I mean, if they paying for the servers, which
they're just going to say it's an option, a time saver,
really
whatever.
People still going to be checking for Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6.
They are even though they, bro.
Yes.
After they showed
guaranteed.
People shouldn't have bought Fallout 76 the way they showed it and the way it was demoed. I don't understand. They might be right, bro.
They should have ran away from that game as soon as they heard that it was Fallout 4 with no NPCs.
Yeah, it has no NPC. They delayed the update for that. That
was a red flag for me. I was in peace. I'm out.
Like people still buying WWE 2K. You all done seen that on.
Oh yeah, that joint crazy.
You got referees sexually harassing the wrestlers.
Yo, I'm surprised somebody that's not the most streamed game on Twitch just to see all these glitches. Yo, the crap I've seen on that is out of control.
Let's talk about
that. And that's because Ukes is no longer the developer.
Right.
No, they made Visual Concepts the developer. That's the people that actually make NBA 2K.
Because
that's why that's buggy.
Because I'm about to ask y'all, we can talk about WWE. Like, when did wrestling games like really go downhill?
When they transitioned after SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, after they left SmackDown versus Raw, they started calling it WWE.
I would say WWE 13 was probably the last decent game they came.
I mean, they were amazing on N64, GameCube, and PS2. After really, the golden age was. Yeah, it was the N64, PS2. After that,
what was it?
I really liked
WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy.
You guys play Legends of Wrestling?
No. Yes. Virtual I didn't really like Legends of Wrestling.
I like that one.
I play a lot.
I like the counter system.
I play a lot of Virtual Pro Wrestling too.
The wrestling was too generic for me.
All the N64 games, or at least most of them, are they're dubbed versions of their actual Japanese counterpart games, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so I got the Japanese versions. I just converted the cards to American cards.
Oh, by the way, from the last topic, found out I was wrong, so I will apologize. The game is actually called Outer Wilds.
Oh, you talking about that game? All right,
Outer Wild.
There you go.
I need to play that game.
No,
I heard that was pretty good. I downloaded it and then forgot to play it.
I think
I wonder what Ukes is gonna make next. You think they'll make a New Japan or an AEW game?
Might make an AEW game.
Hey, that might be lit though. That might be the move right there.
Because all those guys in AEW love those N64 wrestling games.
Yeah, they do.
Well, the N64 games were made by AKI, wasn't it?
Yeah, Aki and Ukes. I think they got a different name now.
They had both Ukes too. Yeah, they got a different.
Yeah.
Would you want a new wrestling game to be more like a simulation or kind of a little bit more arcadey or a mix of both?
I would like a mix of both.
What do you call the N64 games?
A mix
I mean, at the time, it like they couldn't make simulations back then.
Well, then I want them arcadey then.
Okay.
Whatever SmackDown versus Raw like 07 and shit like that was, I'll take
because all the 2Ks are more simulation.
Yeah, you can't make a wrestling sim. It's just not going to work.
They're fucking trash now, though, bro.
Shitty ass basketball fucking mechanics in wrestling games. Shit doesn't work.
Oh my god! I've never more agreed with Smooth ever.
Nah, all their freaking wrestlers was bouncing like basketballs.
They definitely overwhelmed. They got to make 2 yearly games now, and they clearly not putting effort in one of them. So.
Nah, both of them too. Basketball.
I mean, yeah, 2K falling off too, but goddamn.
I stopped Day of Reckoning 2 on the GameCube. I didn't like because they put a stamina meter. So the more you ran, your guy would get. I'm like, what the fuck?
They did on SmackDown versus Raw.
Are we playing Dark Souls here?
But I thought that was cool though on SmackDown versus Raw.
Me and my friends normally play Tag Tornadoes, so Mexican tag rules.
Oh man.
She wild.
What the hell?
Yo, you see her?
This cat is fucking lit.
She be wild.
You can't hear you, BG. We can't hear you, bro.
I know. She wild. You see her? This is the type of
Shout
shit
out
she
to
be
this
doing.
cat. Look at that.
It's the type of shit she be doing, bro. She be wilding, dog.
Did we tell you to put her in the other room?
My wife kind of sleeping there. See, look her. She
the
wilding.
Cat, the real host of the podcast. Look at this.
Just out here wilding, dog.
I bet you if you put a Patreon tier for the cat, it would blow up.
Facts.
You know, people love freaking cat. You know, why don't you just throw it behind your head?
Oh nah.
You go
You'll
viral.
get about $50,000 and
Your wife would
100,000
drop kick
views.
the dog shit out
my
of him.
wife treats this cat like that's our daughter. That's our daughter till we have a real kid, pretty much.
Yeah, that's why you got to get animals in long-term relationships to hold them off,
Yeah.
or to see how they take care of something before they take care of a real human.
Yeah. Well, speaking of WWE, like Sony is actually refunding like damn near anybody who wants a refund, and they're real tight about that, and they refunding anybody about with that game. So that's how
Yes, they
bad it
should.
is.
They're not even trying because like their last year's game on the Switch was terrible too.
Yeah,
It was.
each year they have a try just like 2K, but the idiots keep buying it. So
It's like actually getting worse though. Like, have you seen the face scans on this game, bro?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It has
like
like
2K.
it has like the what was it Assassin's Creed Unity glitches. It looked like
Oh
that.
yeah.
No, it looked like PlayStation 2 on the story mode, and the hair just be flying all over the place.
Bro, that shit
Physic-
look crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wrecked.
Mm. Speaking of hair, you know what I thought of? Who was it? Damn, I forgot who mentioned it on Twitter. I'll remember his name in a second. But like he brought up how like games just kind of recently started putting black haircuts in games that have character creators. Remember a long time
Yeah.
games didn't have
Yes.
black haircuts.
You just get the fade and
Fade,
Afro
afro,
braids.
an afro and
and
braids.
dreads.
Yeah.
Dreads too.
Dreads maybe, yeah. Like you would
They started putting dreads in with what is it? Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
yeah, bro. You would have to like make a black character, and your black character would be out here looking like Dylan Roof, just looking crazy, fam, crazy.
And the few times they do put black haircuts in, it look like trash. Like, yo, who cut your hair? Like, what is happening here?
You
Bro.
remember 2K had to do an update on what was it, 2K15, where they had to do an update to get better hair in the game because like they just had like really bad black hair.
Bro, have y'all? I know y'all seen her. Go on GTA5 with Franklin and go to the barbershop. Look at some of the. I'm like, who the fuck get their hair cut like this, bro? That joint is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, who designed this? Oh,
Yeah, Violent brought it up. FC Violent, shout out to him. But yeah, I'm glad like they started to just because you just have it's annoying when you have to go through a whole game. Your character out here looking dumb, bro. Looking stupid throughout the whole game, bro.
You know, I was mad though with Outer Worlds. They only have like one stock face
that's the
that
one
looks like a black person's
Yeah,
face.
that too.
My character ended up looking like BG's character. I was mad.
Yeah, that's another thing, yo. Like they'll make it so you can change your skin color, but it's still a white dude's
Yep.
facial feature.
So it looks like
Right.
you're in
It's gonna take
blackface.
some time.
It looked like
It's
a
gonna
white
take
dude in
some time.
blackface.
Right.
Yeah. So, but shout out to developers.
They'll give us one face, 5
Yeah.
haircuts. That's
They
it.
got that. They got the problem in Hollywood too. I saw an interview with this actress. She was like on a soap opera, and she was like, they don't have people there to do like black people hair. So like, if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
black,
Uh-huh.
you got to get your hair done before you get there.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do it. Haircuts and all
Like
that.
makeup.
Yeah, you got
stuff
to
like
come
that.
there already prepared because you're gonna look crazy if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching this video. How it feels to cross the street in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh,
That's really
man.
how it is.
It-
Hey, that's a topic too, right?
yes.
Really how it is.
COD. So yeah, I guess we can touch on COD now. So Modern Warfare, came out. Let me tell you just I guess so the campaign I'm like 7 levels in. This seems to be a short campaign, but to me it's like one of the best Call of Duty campaigns. It's if it's not top 3, it's definitely top 5. I would probably put it in top 3. Because it's just so well paced, and they like come up with these missions that are not your typical like Call of Duty missions that are like really resonating with me. So I'm really enjoying the campaign, and I've always been somebody that like really bought Call of Duty for the campaign more than the multiplayer because I just never really trust the multiplayer. But I think with the Call of Duty multiplayer, I do enjoy 2 vs 2, realism, and ground war. The other modes, I can't play them. Most people contribute the bad experience to the maps, and I will say the maps are pretty bad because in that like the video Bond was talking about, that's one of the worst maps people like claim because it's like to cross that street, you pass by like 10 windows, 4 alleyways. It's like, bro, literally, it's impossible. People like, be tactical. How can you be tactical with 10 windows looking at you, my nigga? It's not possible. You can't. I don't care how good you are. You can't look at 10 windows. You can't react to 10 windows. It's just impossible. So that's why, like, I think the maps are bad and they make some of the modes unplayable. But those are 3 modes I enjoy.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't done the multiplayer yet. I did finish the campaign. It is about like 6 or 7 hours, and I did enjoy it though. I thought it was one of the better Call of Duty campaigns I played. I did like the story. I like the different characters. The chick Farah, I thought she was a really good, interesting character to add to the story. From what I'm hearing about the multiplayer, here the maps are too big. That's what people are saying.
Some of them, it's only like a.
What you say? You broke up.
Cut out.
No, I said some of them.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I said there's only a few.
Like for example, the bus map is a smaller map, but then it has too many like nooks and crannies and people. It's like there was another map like that in Call of Duty where like you'll line somebody up, but like it break instantly. Your line of sight is broken because there's buses and cars everywhere. There's always something like break your line of sight, and it's just like these too many nooks and crannies. So yeah, that's the problem with like a lot of the maps. I don't know if they are bigger overall. Pause. They're bigger than the other the previous Call of Duty maps. The game looks beautiful, by the way. Single player, it's this game look good, bro. Like
that new engine looks very, very
it
good.
look good, like 4K HDR. I've even tried it with RTX, which I do think like I said, I do stay consistent with it. RTX is overrated. Ray tracing is overrated, but this game looks good. Like I'm talking about,
it's got to start somewhere though.
That game doesn't utilize it that great either, so you really can't compare off.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like people hype up everything RTX is implemented, and like it doesn't look. It helps, but it doesn't look amazing here either. But the game itself is just really good looking. Call of Duty. I don't think I've ever like put a Call of Duty in like top. This might be top 15. Graphically impressive games this gen. It will make it into 15. I don't know if it could do top 10. It's top 15. It looks really good. Story's good. It's single player is good. Anybody else's experience with the multiplayer?
Yeah, that'd be me because that's all I play. I ain't even touch the single player. Probably not going to touch it. Not even gonna lie to you. Multiplayer, I like it. Definitely takes some getting used to. Definitely because it is a little bit more camp happy. Say that you got to play a little bit more tactical because the time, what is it, time of death, whatever it's called, time to kill. Yeah, time to kill is like they decrease that a lot. So like literally you can get shot 3 times and die. So what it does is it makes people play a little smarter. And plus the game is just slower all around. So you got kill streaks, but a lot of the kill streaks you have to man yourself. Not really those automatic kill streaks that just gets you kills while you're running around slaying people. Like you typically have to take control of all the kill streaks that they give you. And then the game is just like I said, slightly slower pace. So I actually like it. It takes a little. It seems like there's a little bit more skill involved in it. And that's why I like more.
The sound effects are really good too.
The sound is great. The sound
is what makes the game. That's a big one of the biggest leaps aside from his visuals.
Yeah,
but the sound also breaks the game because like that's what makes the game more campy. So like you'll be running up on a guy, you'll see a guy running around the corner, and you're like, oh, there goes somebody to kill. So you start sprinting behind him, and then he'll be facing you and just light you up as soon as you come around the corner. You're like, what happened? And then you see the kill cam. He runs around. He can literally clearly hear you sprinting around the corner, and he just turns around and just aiming. Wait for you to come around the corner.
The sound design is like really strong. I mean, the guns, they sound like real deep, and sometimes it doesn't sound directional though. Like when you hear somebody's footsteps, I'm like, this sound like he could be running from either direction. At least for me.
That's why I'm excited for that 3D audio tech coming out for next gen. Hopefully that becomes more standard.
I mean, shoot, for me it's good. Like it was seeming like I was like, people probably saw me and thought I was hacking. Like I was watching them through the wall because literally I would follow them through the wall to where they would pop out and hit them.
I mean, some people say the footsteps is too loud, but it gives the perk to quiet your footsteps more relevance, because like there's always been like them perks, but it's like nobody ever used them because you never really needed to like quiet your footsteps in previous games. Like for what? You know, when the sound design wasn't that great to begin with. So.
Are the graphics better than Battlefield? Nah, still not better. No, it ain't. Nah,
maybe 3, but that that came out like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's better than 3s and 4s, but
yeah,
nah,
that came out in 2011.
3. Okay, if you're talking about the most recent, okay, it might be better than 4. It might be better than Battlefield 4.
Nah,
it's definitely better than Hardline.
Yeah, but Hardline was still based off of like 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's better than 4s.
I can't say it's better than 1 or 5. Nah, but it looks good.
It's damn near close. I'll say that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm pretty sure once I beat this campaign, the game might get installed, man.
I don't see y'all sticking with this too long, man.
It might get installed. I keep it real with you. I keep it real with you.
I pulled up on Press Start. They said the only reason they gonna keep playing because of the private matches.
Yeah, private matches are fun. Private matches are definitely fun, but when you playing pubby games, bro, it's cancer.
So the overall question I want to ask is it worth like just going to cop for 60? Should you wait? Like, what do y'all think? Should you pay the 60? Should you wait?
What for Call of Duty?
If you only go and play it for the campaign, I would say wait.
Yeah, you wait.
Yeah,
that's what for a 6-hour campaign. Yeah, definitely wait.
Play the campaign. The multiplayer is lit.
You know what else I've seen? I've been seeing on Twitter. I've been seeing PC gamers blame console gamers for camping in this game. Is that true?
That's what I was about to say. It's like a camping game.
Is that true?
I mean,
let's talk about it.
So when you play the game, when you enter a lobby, you can see what console people or platform people are playing on and what they're using, whether it's a controller or a mouse and keyboard, right? So I guess people can judge from that. I can't say that like I've been keeping track of like who's camping and what they're playing on. But I'm sure it's PC gamers also. I'm sure it is. So I don't know.
They've been talking heat on Twitter, man. I don't know.
It's definitely both, but I would probably say the majority are the console players. Definitely.
Why do you think that?
Because I remember back in the beta when I watched like the streams and like you go to the streams where it was only the console players that had it, and you would see a lot of the campiness. But then when you go around and watch the PC guys, once PC was able to get it, and you see them just running around, jump shotting and spraying and praying people down and stuff like that. It was way faster. That's the only reason I said, because I actually wanted to see if it was a difference. So I went to the
Sony's petty, by the way, because if you're playing on a PlayStation, you can't see the Xbox logo when it tells you somebody's playing on Xbox.
Fire.
No, it's the same on Xbox. It just shows a monitor and a controller.
But I think during the beta, Sony did that. I don't know. Maybe I think Sony did that first. I think you could see the PlayStation logo on Xbox during the beta. I can't remember.
They might have asked them. They was like, "No, don't put that shit on. Don't put that."
Either way, they both petty for that, dog. Like, bro, it's just a logo. Y'all can't y'all petty for that. On
can't
PC,
you see it in Fortnite though? I think you see it in Fortnite.
You can see it in Dauntless.
Like
Dauntless, you can see which.
You can see it in Fortnite. Yeah, you can see it in Fortnite.
On PC, you can see both. So, y'all petty for that. Yeah, but that's that's Modern Warfare. Yeah, I don't think there's really much to say about it other than that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna get deleted, uninstalled after I beat the campaign.
That's crazy.
It's just another game multiplayer game that don't got staying power. You know, for me, it doesn't got that staying power, man.
And they got The Last of Us.
Man,
oh, you quit that game too.
As much as I hate like the fact that I have to keep playing Last of Us had staying power. As much as that game is bullshit.
Yeah, what was that announcement you said for the first time in 10 years?
Me?
You're like, oh, for the first time, and I'm like, oh, you mean you're gonna stop ducking?
I don't even know what that was. First time in 10 years. I would have to look.
I think he's been cutting his hair.
Oh, I might have been it. Yeah,
maybe.
But I don't know what BG talking about. The multiplayer is the hottest part of the game. Single player is boring.
You ain't play it.
Jesus, it's always boring no matter what. People said Modern Warfare was a great story or whatever it was, and I didn't enjoy it.
That's false. That is
I
false.
thought that was the most boring campaign I've ever played in my life.
The original
You,
Modern
just,
Warfare?
you don't fuck with the campaign pretty much.
Because somebody challenged me that they were like, I beat it on veteran, you ain't.
Wait,
So I was
wait,
like,
you talking
"All
about
right,
the original Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
No, that campaign was great.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was boring.
I wouldn't go
It
that
was
far.
boring.
That campaign was great. That's classic. That campaign classic.
It was boring.
Nah, y'all bugging. That campaign is classic.
I can't even tell you what happened in it. I just
It's
remember.
all right.
I think I killed dude with the beard at the end. I think that's what.
Top Call of Duty campaigns is the classic Modern Warfare. I'm not going in order. This Modern Warfare, World at War, Black Ops 1. I'll probably put Modern Warfare 3 in there. I might be missing one.
All right. So for a person that's been playing all the Call of Duties, Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty 2, that's it. All the other ones.
And you talk about the OGs.
Hey,
You're not talking about the modern after
I'm
Modern
talking about the
Warfare.
original.
I played those too, but I was talking about
World War II. I mean, Call of Duty 2 comes on just like Saving Private Ryan, which was my favorite movie around that time period. So yeah, that was amazing. Then you had the original one still took place in World War II, and it was great. Like the Russian, I think it was called something Russians or whatever, where like you had to keep pushing forward, and if you step back, you actually get killed by your own general.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, I don't know if I like realism mode too. Realism mode is in there. That's no HUD. That's I like that mode too. This can't be this Call of Duty actually seems like there's some realistic parts in the campaign. When realism is not a word we would use with Call of Duty. It's always been extremely arcadey, but like I think it's the second or third level, and it's like, bruh, is this like, you remember SWAT on like the old school SWAT game on PC back in the day? Anybody ever played that?
I had SWAT 4.
Yeah,
I know of it. I haven't played it.
I played SWAT 3. I think
there's like parts of the game where it feels like SWAT, bro, and that was a real tactical game, and it's like, and it pretty much is a section of the game where you're going through, and like it's almost when you watch the documentaries of like people, when they're doing house raids on terrorists, and they're like walking up the stairs slowly, and they're like peeking into each room, and there might be hostages in each room, and it's like, did they just turn Call of Duty into a sim? And that's what it felt like, and it felt good. It didn't feel completely simulated, but it felt like it had that essence. So that was a good that was a good like little change they made to the campaign. That was really cool. I like that.
This guy said he shot a lady with a bait. Oh, that sounds like spoilers.
Oh, is that Melon Mad?
No.
All right, he been saying it all weekend.
Yeah,
man, insane.
I'm probably definitely try out.
Okay,
I'm gonna catch. I ain't playing it on the hardest difficulty though.
So. It's not even hard. I'm playing it on veteran. It's not hard.
Tick really a bum. That's crazy.
Man, I beat the original Call of Duty on veteran. I mean, Modern Warfare on veteran.
What your skill slip? What happened? Why you ain't trying to play this?
Nah, son, that joint just make you mad. I want to play the game and have fun. I don't want to get angry.
I feel you.
Yeah. And realism on campaign is just veteran with no HUD. So sometimes I like having a HUD. So I was like, let me just go veteran. Right.
My challenge is online, challenging other players.
Challenging other people.
That is what I call
cheesing.
Yeah, exactly. See if I can beat that cheese. If I can beat that cheese with my cheese.
So I don't even play multiplayer games really anymore besides fighting games.
I feel you.
It's like playing football with yourself.
See now there's something with multiplayer games that I've had to like, question myself about, right? My skills are not waning whatsoever. I'm a god in these streets, okay? let me just say that.
Like to make yourself feel better.
Let me just say that right off the bat. I'm 29 and my skills have only gotten crispier. I've only gotten better. But but what I will have really looked deeply into, I'm like, I think they're not making multiplayer games for me anymore. Like it's not as many for me anymore.
I will say that because they are very casual.
And I think maybe that's something I have to accept. Like when I look at the game like Fortnite, and Fortnite is the biggest multiplayer game, right?
And Overwatch,
which I think both of them are trash. I'm casual. Like, I like the type of game, multiplayer game I want. That's not what these kids want. that's not what's popping no more. So I'm not the target demographic for multiplayer games no more. I'm old. I'm washed. Like
I don't even think it's about kids though. I just think it's about like exclude. What am I trying to say? They're trying to get everybody into the game. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they're trying
And
to.
accessibility, shit like that.
Yeah, they're trying to make it accessible for anyone to pick up and play.
Yeah, like if you if you disabled or
every game gotta be playable on the phone and shit.
So I will say that, like, I hate on Siege all day, and I say it's casual all day, and nobody can disprove me because they try and them up. But anyway, comparing it though to when Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2 was out,
fire.
like people barely touched those games because they actually were harder to play. But
barely,
Siege,
Rainbow Six Vegas was popular though.
It was popular, but it wasn't as popular as like a Call of Duty or something. Like
nowhere.
Well, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Nowhere near.
So Siege, they kind of dumbed down the mechanics a little bit to almost like you can see it with Vegas. Like they were putting in like grenade indicators, sprinting, which they didn't have in it before, to kind of make it more like Call of Duty. And then when Siege came out, Siege to me feels so much like Call of Duty that it wasn't. I just didn't like it, and people love it. And it's huge because of that. It's an easier game to play.
Well, you know, Siege is also like Overwatch, where you got different characters that have different like skill sets and different abilities that you need to not really need to, but you can get used to, or have a certain character that you want to use for certain situations. And that seems to be the latest thing that they're doing in multiplayer now. Forget a PvE mode, forget a campaign. Let's just have a expansive PvP mode with characters that aren't all the same. They're all different. And so then that adds that additional value of replaying the game, because you got to learn these different characters. They're very similar to me in that sense. And this is why Overwatch 2 is already about to blow at BlizzCon. People are going to be forgetting all about Hong Kong when that comes out.
Oh boy.
Let me explain something, because people, when I say Siege is like casual, like it takes less skill. Like people think that I'm saying it takes no skill. So any game takes skill. Like people always ragged on the older Call of Duties because they were like, not the originals, but like Modern Warfare and Black Ops and all them. They were like, yo, those games they're casual, they're easy. It takes no skill, but it actually does take skill to play those games. You got to know the maps, you got to know the spawns, you got to know how the weapons work, and things like that. Any game you play can be skill based. We can go outside and have a pissing contest, and it takes some skill to try to see who can piss the longest or the furthest. Like everything takes skill.
Sounds like Jack Moves kind of game.
Probably. But what I mean by is though, like compared to the older ones though, like it's way more casualized. Like on Rainbow Six Vegas or Vegas 2, like if you tried to hold the trigger down for three bursts and you held it more than 3 bursts, you were shooting the sky. That don't happen on Siege. You can still spray the gun at somebody and take them out. Like it's way easier. So that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
We had an awesome mod in college when we played Call of Duty 1. We had like all these like spawned and copied versions. So I don't even know how this guy did it. He made markers around the map, and if you didn't touch a marker every 30 seconds, you die.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what that is. That like the mod on.
Basically, it forces you to run around the map and fight.
They had that on Counter-Strike.
So the only way for you to reset your marker was to touch another marker or to get a kill. Otherwise, you have a 30-second countdown to death at all times.
Yeah, that's funny. Like on I know on Counter-Strike they had it where you couldn't camp. So like if you were sitting in one spot, it'll count down and then you have this bleep around you, and then it'll make a whole bunch of noise and it'll be a loud bleep, and then it actually will blow up from it too if you don't move.
That's funny.
All right. Moving on. So the Golden Joystick Awards are coming up. So just wanted to take a look at all the nominees, and we could just do, just I guess a live vote. Talk about what we think should win in each category. Ooh, so for Ultimate Game of the Year, they have the nominees are Sekiro, How the hell is the Outer Worlds there already? The fuck?
Yeah, it just came out. Crazy.
Gears 5, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Apex Legends, Outer Wilds. Okay. Modern Warfare, Disco Elysium, Telling Lies, Goose Game, Resident Evil 2, and
Goose Game got it. Goose Gang got it.
Yeah, that game actually made it. And Control. So what would y'all have to choose?
RE2.
Sekiro, easy.
RE2.
I'm gonna go Sekiro.
Apex and Goose Gang, because that's the only games I.
Sekiro until Death Stranding comes out.
I'm gonna go with Fire Emblem, Three Houses.
I thought it was a boring Fire Emblem.
Really, which house did you go with first?
Golden Deer, but then again,
Yeah.
I think I said last year is I played 3 consecutive Fire Emblems last year, and I was like, I can't play for a while, I'm burnt out, so that might also be it.
I'm
Yeah,
playing
that
as
might be
the blue. What are they called? The blue
Lions.
Blue Lions, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my third playthrough. I'm on the Golden Deer one now. I've beat it twice already.
I think I'll probably come back to it later, but like I said, I think I'm just experiencing Fire Emblem burnout.
Yeah, it's definitely a game where you don't get the full story unless you complete it on different playthroughs. Like there's for Black Eagle, there are 2 different playthroughs, and then there's Blue Lion and Golden Deer. So there's a lot of like, as far as lore and backstory information on the characters that just isn't known unless you do other routes. Because if not, once the wars start happening, you're not gonna find out what other people's motivation was when they on the other side of the battlefield. But I enjoyed it. I probably have put in like 175 hours in 3 houses. So that's my game of the year.
Probably playing the duck game
That's
now.
cool.
I can't find the freaking. I don't know. I'm trying to find all the
How
other
did
nominees.
Duck Game get on there and Judgment just got skipped over?
Duck game was like Flappy. It's a commodity.
Yeah, it's a meme game.
Yeah, I mean that's enough to get you nominated.
Some dog shit PC gamers didn't put on the goddamn list. Yeah, what it is. They feeling
Good
left
job,
out.
man. I bet you put your fist up your ass. When you thought I said that.
feeling left out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's damn shame.
So,
You bet
what
I did what? Hold on. Hey, Tick, you a freak, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know why it's not letting me view the other nominees for the other categories. I don't know.
They probably want to try and get you subscribed to some newsletter or some dumb shit.
I'm like, what the hell? I can't. I'm gonna see if we can go back to it.
Yeah, see if
sure
it's
you
written
whitelist
somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not letting me. Hold on, 1 second.
And Smooth wasn't here, but I know he'll give his game of the year to Gears 5, so I just want to put it out there.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
Right now it's a toss-up
Between what? Hold on.
between Gears and Outer Worlds.
Is Smooth
Whoa,
eating again?
really? Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing the Outer Worlds. I didn't expect to be playing it this much.
Oh shit!
All right, I'm really gonna have to try this game. Go ahead and buy this.
Okay, give me a second. I'm still trying to see if
BG, you didn't do no research for the podcast.
You
no,
just said Red
no,
Dead?
because I opened it. I opened it yesterday.
Oh, on PC?
Is Mike Ybarra a topic this week?
Oh yes, Mike Ybarra quitting and going to Blizzard.
Oh, that's where he went. Okay, I know it.
That's a good promotion. Well, the position.
really.
I don't know if the company, but the position is.
He got like 3 different job titles over there already.
Yeah.
Man, in his bag right now.
Try to think about his promotion. He definitely getting the bag with that.
Hey man,
Does anyone else hear that noise?
that's BG mouse wheel.
Y'all hear that?
Scrolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scroll wheel. He's trying to find. He's trying to find what it's called.
Yeah.
You have a mouse?
A
Yeah,
mouse.
shout out to Judge.
A mouse wheel.
Computer mouse.
No, I'm thinking about like a jerk. Like
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the actual mouse wheel.
I'm done.
While I'm still trying to figure that out, we can move on to something else. Talk about, well, it's not a major topic, but Medieval came out to less than rave reviews. I mean,
as it should.
yeah, I mean, listen, I was saying like, yo, the original Medieval was kind of mid, like even compared to platformers in its day, it was never like a breakout success among, on top of its peers.
Not to take a shot, but they love Crash, and this game has, first of all, it's an actual 3D game, and they give it a lower rating to Crash.
This is my problem. This is my problem with this remake, right? This is my problem with all remakes. I know you want to stay true to the original and whatnot, but sometimes when you remake a game, maybe you should actually try to remake that motherfucker. Like, the game has it's a horribly controlled. It's easy. You just tap square all the time. You kill everything. Like, it's just not a fun game to play.
It's not a remake; it's a remaster.
Well, they remade the game. That's more like a remake.
Remastered it.
Yeah, that's more like a remaster. You can tell they just put a fucking 4K skin over the fucking original game. They didn't change any. I didn't even play the original, and I can guarantee you they didn't change a goddamn thing. I can just tell. The controls are loose as hell. You just running around waving your fucking skeleton hand around, and it's just
And I mean,
bullshit,
the
bro.
problem is that like the original Medieval was extremely basic in mechanics. Like even I feel like even a little bit for its time, but it's hard because like the original Crash was also right.
Right,
It was the original Crash. It was jump spin. That was kind of it. 2 added more moves. So it's
that
like
Crash remake was trash too, though. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, they got a better rating.
I mean, I didn't.
That's what people know. People are nostalgic about.
Yeah.
Crash.
Yeah, people love Crash. So like,
who's asking for Medieval?
I didn't know who Sir Dan was until 2020. I didn't, bro.
I low-key wanted another Medieval. I was hoping Sony would do it.
Well,
I wanted a new one.
You guys need to understand what Sony was trying to accomplish with Medieval. It was a cheap cash-in to try to see if there was a market to make an actual new game in the series.
Maybe
That's all it was. They weren't going to go full head of steam. They probably like, hey, we want to make a new Medieval game. Is there a market for this game? I don't know. Let's just make something cheap and see if people buy it.
Right.
Damn shame.
Yeah,
Y'all whores hated on it.
I
Y'all
mean,
some bitches.
I mean, it's a tricky thing to figure out. Like, okay, should we keep it completely loyal to the original, or should we add some more things because it's too basic?
What's its Metacritic score out of curiosity?
Like a
Man,
69.
what, like a 5 or something?
I think it's a 69.
I knew it was going to be a 69. That's like the death sentence for all good bad games.
Yeah. So, I
Man,
mean,
Gears of War 5's an 84. Who would have ever thought that would have gotten 90? They must be dumb.
wow, wow.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Yeah. And then I think we spoke about Concrete Genie. I think that's in like the 70s. These are B tier
I played
games.
that game. I actually like that game. That game's pretty good.
Yeah, what's your impressions? You got it.
Yeah, tell me on the game, Jack.
I got gifted the game. I really wasn't gonna cop it unless it was heavily discounted. Wasn't really peeping for it. Felt that it's like
This guy Smooth has no table manners.
Look at Smooth. I don't know. It's really nothing too much to say. I was feeling the guy streamed for a couple hours the other day. The game is fucking beautiful. I didn't expect the game to look that good, like from the previews. That game looks really fucking good, bro. I'm surprised. Like I said, Pixel Opus. That's like Sony's. Well, at the time, they was like Sony's newest studio.
Mm-hmm.
And from their first game, which was Entwined, I could just see the progression of that studio. And hey, they doing work, man.
Why does this game look like Infamous?
It does. It does.
I was
look
about
like
to say, it has that art style because of the colors and the neon.
Like even when she jumped off of a platform and landed and took off running, like it was the same animation.
Yeah, it does remind you of Infamous, kinda. The area and the setting and all that, but
Yeah.
paint. You pretty much what it is. You paint genies on fucking concrete, and it's like a puzzle platformer. I think you get like some combat elements later on in the game. Deals with certain shit like bullying and people coming from abusive households and shit like that. It's all on some fake deep shit, but it's fun to play. It's actually fun to play.
It sounds like a light version of it sounds like a light version of remember Drawn to Death? Like except Drawn to Death was like multiplayer.
The
only.
opposite.
Yeah,
the opposite themes.
It was like a kid getting bullied and is like, oh, I'm gonna draw characters that would kill all my bullies. And this is like
it's pretty much pretty much
it's
facts.
the light version of that. Yeah. All right. PlayStation View. So PlayStation View is is PlayStation's TV streaming service, and word is that Sony is looking to sell it off because it's not profitable. It's it's not used. I remember last time we talked about PlayStation View, we talked about it just losing more and more channels every single time.
And they keep raising the price.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They keep they fumbled the bag. Goddamn.
So
I'm surprised they kept up with it for this long. I was expecting them to try to sell it years ago, but yeah.
I mean, that's one thing Sony is good for. Sony is good for dumping something that don't work. We already know that. They'll close off something that definitely don't work. So
they it was to me the death blow to PlayStation View was when they lost Viacom.
Yeah.
Viacom own way too many fucking. They own like what CBS, Nickelodeon, BET, VH1. Like you can't not have all the Comedy Central. Like that is a major fucking. That's a lot of fucking channels you missing, bro. So after that Viacom shit fell through, I knew it was a wrap.
I think they should never try to do the whole TV service again. I mean, look, the PlayStation 4 sold over 100 million copies, 100 million units. It wasn't because of your TV streaming service. People clearly don't give a damn about that, bro. So you don't need that. You don't need to invest in all these different ventures and services to sell consoles. So just leave that alone. Stay out of that one. So
yeah,
I forgot PlayStation View existed until they mentioned it a few days ago.
It had potential, but they didn't manage that shit right at all.
I mean, I
can't raise the price of something and lose all,
Yeah, I had tried. It was good. It was good, but it wasn't worth the price, And they're competing with so many different other services like it. Like I tried it when it first came out with the the 7-day trial, and I was like, this works really well, but yeah, they can't compete in the market. They can't do that.
Yeah, I tried it some years back too, like probably right around the time when it first came out as well, and I just didn't like the DVR implementation that it had. I was trying to find an alternative to just using regular cable because I really don't use my cable unless I'm watching sports. But yeah, I just didn't really enjoy it, and it had this thing where the DVR, I would put something in the DVR and then it would disappear after a week. I'm like. Yeah, I'm like, if I don't get to it before that week is up, then it's gone. It was just, I didn't enjoy it at all, so I canceled.
Does anybody in the chat still pay for cable? I'm curious.
I do.
Wow.
I do.
Definitely got cable.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Sport. I watch sport. Yeah,
I watch other stuff too, not even just sports.
Well, I watch sports too, but I don't pay for cable for it.
BG would know.
I mean, the other people that live here, they pretty much watch all that other extra shit.
Yeah, I only use mine for sports. Verizon, unfortunately, has me by the balls with this stuff. Yeah, like if I try to cancel my cable, it's like there's no purpose because they just raise the price of my internet. So it's like it's the same cost. So I'm out.
Got you.
That on demand be hitting too, though. I use it occasionally.
I don't.
So if you got all the channels, that on demand be fire.
Plus, I got rid of my movie channel, so.
Oh, see, okay, yeah, it ain't even no use, no mind.
Right.
Okay. I guess we can move on to so just right before the podcast started, some rumors about Overwatch 2 had started coming out. New map, new features in PvE. At least one new hero, but this sounds like an expansion. This doesn't sound like
it's season 2.
I mean, it's a games as a service. Why do they need to release a whole new?
So
game?
it's like what Fortnite did, except it's like chapter 2 or season 2 of Overwatch. Okay, let me just take the time to say this is I added this as a topic just to give y'all the general information about Overwatch, but also to say how garbage I think Overwatch is. Like, bro, I just want to keep reminding y'all that game is absolute trash.
Definitely not a fan.
I want to remind all of you, and it's one of those games where it was so popular, and you couldn't criticize the studio behind it at the time when it came out. They could do no wrong. And I was one of the people. Once again, I always got to be the one to fall on the sword. I don't know if y'all realize that. I'm always the one.
You like falling on swords, BG?
You gay. That wasn't even that was a reach to make that
man,
gay.
You said you like
reach.
That was a reach to make that gay.
I'm just asking. I just asked a question.
You
Y'all
still
took
made
it
it gay, and that was a reach.
Y'all took it that way.
Falling on the sword is definitely a saying. That's definitely a saying.
Y'all took it that way.
Anyway, so I fell. I took. I was the one. I was on the front lines. Let me say that I was on the front lines, like I usually am on the front lines for everything. I was taking all the arrows and all the attacks because I was the only one to come out and say, what, like day one, hey, Overwatch trash, bro. This joint boring. I don't know what y'all talking about. So I remember I made that video. and I had so many rabid PC gamers in my comment section, like literally Battle of the Bastards. I'm Jon Snow, and it's just waves of these mofos coming at me, bro.
Yo,
Battle of the Bastards. I'm telling you, and it's like, and they was like, and I knew it, like, because I bought it on PS4, and the reason I bought it on PS4 is because I didn't think I would like the game based on the gameplay. You know, you looking at it, I'm like, this look boring. So at least if I buy it on PS4, I could trade it in. So I bought it on PS4, and then the PC gamers use the ammo of like, oh, of course you don't like it. You bought it on the peasant PlayStation 4. I'm like, oh man, here we go. All right, so then that's what all of them are saying in the comment section. So then I go and buy that joint on PC, see if anything's different. Bro, that joint's still garbage. Still garbage. And I'm like, I made the video, and I think I made another video talking about it. Like, listen, I played this joint on PC and PS4. This joint trash. This joint boring. Y'all PC gamers just love, once y'all feel, it's you know, even though it's a multi-plat, once PC gamers feel like they like grab onto something and it's theirs, they like claim it like it's an exclusive, right? And it's like, bro, they felt like they had one and they felt like they had to defend it. I'm like, bro, this joint trash. Anybody who play Overwatch is a lame. You're a weirdo.
That community.
All right, so I want to say first.
It was so much, man. Like, they were in love with those characters. Half of the roster has guns that you don't even have to aim.
Yeah.
All right. I want to say I agree, but I need the PC slander to stop today, man. Y'all done came at PC gamers about 4 or 5 times.
You got to take it, Tick, dog.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop. I know we better, and y'all want to try to bring yourselves up, but stop it.
Yeah, bruh. Any game that I could win a whole bunch of matches and still find it boring. You know how crazy it is to
you don't feel nothing when you win.
Like it's like, yo, you're winning. It's probably how Tom Brady feels at this point. Like,
wow,
it has to be, bro. I find it hard to believe.
If anybody needs to say that, it's me. You're welcome. Thank you, Joe.
I feel I don't care what Tom Brady says. At this point, if he wins another ring, even though he says each time it feels new and great, I'm like, no, it don't. Stop this, bro. Stop this. You got 6 of them joints. Okay, the 7th one is not gonna feel new. At this point, it's just an accessory.
It will feel new. It's like a conquest of a new female or a brand new car.
It's nah. I don't.
Or having another kid.
I don't think so.
With the female multiple times.
Yeah,
he got to expect to get it now though. Like, yeah, just, you know.
I don't think he cares. I think it's just easy for him, but I don't think Tom Brady cares, and that's how I felt.
Definitely not easy. That man puts in work.
Yeah, but I mean, especially
he make it look easy.
Yeah, and like,
but Belichick's defense is ridiculous,
and that division don't make it no harder for him. But that's how I feel playing Overwatch. I feel like I was Tom Brady winning rings, except it was boring. It was just.
Were you playing ranked?
Yeah, I did play ranked, and it just didn't do nothing.
Oh, you might have didn't play ranked. You gotta get
pretty
kind
sure
of how to play ranked.
On ranked, you really needed a good squad with you. And
you gotta have your
I played that game on and off for about 1.5 years, and I was pretty good. But man, I don't know. I just fell off of it.
Man,
yeah, I was the similar. I played it with some people for about 6 months, and I got bored over time. I think I got my level up to like somewhere in like the 150s. And then I just said, you know what? I'm just really tired of playing the same characters with the same maps. And
the amount of content they were putting out was trash. They put out a total of like 3 maps in a 1.5 years. Like, and you couldn't even criticize them because those fans they wanted to have sexual relations with the characters, man. So they were they were
really cringy.
Yeah,
could not criticize a
we were
single
waiting for
thing.
like they were waiting for updates of who was Garen.
Yep, that's what they care about. That's really what they care
crazy
about.
on that game.
Yeah, PC gamers are suspect.
Yeah,
wait a minute, what was all consoles, boy?
Y'all like to claim
My
that
little
game
nephew
though.
playing on the Xbox all day.
When it benefits y'all like to claim that game though. I remember somebody said on Twitter, Overwatch is not in the news. Time to announce a new gay character. Like, that's how they stayed relevant, bro. What word? Oh, nobody talk about us? Announce a new gay character now.
That Soldier 76 announcement definitely didn't make no sense.
It was
It was random as fuck. It was just like he's gay. Like, huh?
Yeah, it was like almost 2 years after the game came. You know, they dropped that.
Man.
And
I
I was
don't
like,
understand
okay.
why
They
it
ate it up.
matters.
because the LGBT.
It gets them a lot of
Alphabet
get you a
people-
lot of tweets on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the alphabet people.
It's
will
advertising.
support it like crazy. Won't even play the game, but they'll boost it up.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Yeah, get you back in the news.
Yep.
So, like with this next one coming out, it's supposed to be a PVE mode or a campaign, right?
Yeah, they're adding that apparently, and like that was around the time.
Depending on how that.
And
If it's like anything they put out before, because they'll put out limited time PVE modes, those modes are straight trash.
And
I think I played one of those.
with Overwatch, that was around what was Overwatch, like 2015,
2016.
2016. That was around the time where like a lot of games were transitioning.
Literally.
Literally. They were a lot of multiplayer games were transitioning into like a lot of what we get now. And I was looking at Overwatch from like a traditional viewpoint of where like, okay, a multiplayer has to have a set amount of modes, a set amount of maps, a certain amount of characters. And this game, it had a good amount of characters, but it had no maps and no modes. And I was like, and they got like everybody was praising it. I'm like, huh? Like, are we in some type of new age of gaming where a multiplayer game with no maps and no modes can get highly praised? I'm confused.
Yeah, it was two
Duh.
modes, and then in a mixture of those two modes.
Actually, I can't even say Siege. Counter-Strike, duh.
Listen, I'm gonna say this: if you want to play a fun character shooter that's colorful, get you get Plants vs Zombies. There you go.
The new word, dog.
Yeah, hey, the new one. I like the first one. The second one was chaotic as fuck, and nah.
I agree with that.
Somebody in the chat said it's ma'am. Yo, that video, man. It's ma'am.
You know that dude's a rapper,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a battle rapper.
Yeah.
Bro, he fucking trash. I'm like, how you trashing being a woman and a rapper? That shit crazy.
I watched 10 seconds of that video. I said, nah, I'm done. I deleted my history after that.
That Joe was crazy.
Oh my god.
Nigga popping out a blouse sleeve rapping. Like, sit your stupid ass down.
Ain't even have no bars or nothing. Crazy.
I know. That was crazy.
Oh boy. Ubisoft. So Ubisoft said they are disappointed in Division 2 sales. Breakpoint flopped. Watchdog. Well, it's a lot. Okay, so they're disappointed in Division 2 sales. Breakpoint flopped. Watch Dogs Legion, Quarantine, and Gods and I don't even remember what Quarantine and Gods and Monsters was, but all of that been delayed now.
Quarantine is a siege.
That's a siege co-op game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gods and Monsters was like that. I don't think it was
the
Norse.
Wild
Yeah, it was
style
like
game.
Yeah, those been delayed. And I can't remember the last time like Ubisoft was like happy with sales of their games of anything.
Far Cry 5.
Besides maybe Assassin's Creed.
When you get big as Ubisoft and EA, you are never going to be satisfied. Bro, EA game sold like 10 million copies and they said it didn't hit their expectations. Like,
Right.
When you got fucking 11,000 employees, you ain't never going to be satisfied.
It's because they got so many shareholders and they go to their shareholders and they're always looking at year-over-year growth. So they can have a great year, 1 year, and then it's like those shareholders are like, all right, so how you going to top that? And so they're like, oh, okay, well, Anthem is going to do 9 million in 3 months, and it's just like, what? Are you serious? That's not going to happen. Like us as gamers, we understand how this works.
None of the shareholders are actually gamers. They're just people that care about numbers.
Yeah, of course they business, man.
Of course not.
This shit's funny as hell though. It's crazy how like, oh well, you guys didn't meet the profits. What are you gonna do?
It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's the Division 2 started out so great. Like it started out, it had a strong launch. It had an actual end game already planned out. Everything was fine until the developers just stopped listening to their community and the game just fell off a cliff. And then now no one's playing your game anymore. No one else is getting in and playing it. Yeah, it's going to be a disappointment at that
publicly
point.
Traded.
Well, the division, the problem Ubisoft is having with these games is the fact that the Division 2 should have been something that they added onto the Division 1. It didn't need to be a whole second game. They need to learn to adapt that whole games as a service DLC mantra that everybody's doing with certain games. Like the Division 1 had a better structure than 2. So the stuff that they put in 2, they could have just added to the Division 1 and had a better game overall.
I mean, ain't that what they supposed to be anyway though?
They were, but they got a little bit greedy, and that kind of is what messed it up. Because what they ended up doing with the Division 2 is they split the fan base, and that's why a lot of people ended up staying with 1 because they liked it better.
There was also a lot more build diversity in 1, and initially with Division 2,
Well,
it was 1 DPS build, and you could use that in PvE and PvP. You can use it in anything,
and that was another problem too. What you just said, they casualized the game actually too much,
way too much.
Yeah, so people were turned off by that because, like you said, once you got a certain build, that's all you needed to do instead of having various different builds for various situations.
You couldn't do a skill build because it was all the skills were too weak to actually do any damage to enemies.
Right.
And when they finally added that, it was like after people had already left the game. It's just like you should have did that 3 weeks after launch instead of 3 months after launch. It's just
the only thing that could bring people back to that game is if they actually added the gear sets like they did in the first one.
Or bring back survival mode, like stuff that people enjoyed from the first game. Survival mode was excellent. That was the shit. And then it's just like, where's that at? It's like they tried to be too much like Destiny. Why are you doing?
Yeah, I agree.
You're not Destiny. Be who you are. And it's just, when you have when your game has an identity crisis, and the people who who were ride and die for your first game show up for the second game, it's just like, yo, this ain't even really what I came here for.
Yep. Okay. It hurt me, man, because after I beat it, I tried to stick around. I waited for the gear sets. They introduced them. They were not the same. They were lackluster. I said, man, this is starting to like this could have been some DLC.
Yeah, man. I was done after the raid when, I was playing it on Xbox, and I'm just like, yo, you actually geared this raid for PC. Like, it was just
yeah. What did it for me? What did it for me was when I saw that they actually went back and added stuff from New York in the first game as the expansion. I'm like, look, to me, y'all should have just did this as an expansion. Don't go back and try to bring it into the second one.
Right.
So it's over. It's over for that game.
I stopped playing it because I heard the PvP was garbage and people had builds where they could just one shot you. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I mean, all games have that, but yeah, I can't lie. The PvP was definitely ass, but it's because they casualized it too much.
Yeah, they did the 3 different
all your armor normalizes once you go into PvP. So what's the point in grinding for it? It just kind of killed the whole purpose.
And
Ubisoft just need to make that For Honor 2, man. Go ahead and drop that.
And Breakpoint, and even though Rev and Blaze, they defend Breakpoint, and I completely believe they enjoy Breakpoint, and I think that's okay. But the game is far from a success, and it's far from a quality. I played the beta, and I'm like, this game is absolute garbage, even from a quality standpoint, gameplay, even visuals, and just all that stuff. It's it sucks, and I'm like, y'all made this game, y'all couldn't expect this to sell well. Y'all knew this wasn't a good game, and it's the thing about Ubisoft is okay, I expect them to make games that I'm not into, but I don't expect y'all to make games that I can, when I play it, I'm like, I know y'all know this isn't a good game. I know y'all
They made
know
a game
this
only
isn't.
2 people are into. Come on, man.
They usually don't do that type of thing. It's usually even though I'm not into Assassin's Creed no more, it's still a high quality game. The Breakpoint is not high quality.
But they actually tried to do the same thing they did with Assassin's Creed. There's Origins, and then Odyssey came out, which was better than Origins, but they shared a lot of the same assets, a lot of the same code, a lot of the same building architecture and stuff like that. They did that with Breakpoint and Wildlands, but Wildlands is a superior game to Breakpoint by far. And just in I know they're sharing. They have a lot of teams with Ubisoft that are all working on these games together. But Breakpoint just needed way more time to cook what it got. You got buildings that are ripped straight from Wildlands. This is a building just dumped in the middle of a jungle. It has no vegetation on it. It looks like it should be in a city or something. It just looks weird. They just randomly dropped assets all over the place and was just like, yeah, let's just try to hurry this up and get this game out.
That quick
It's just,
turnaround.
it looks rushed. It looks like it wasn't ready. It plays like it wasn't
You
ready.
know what it looked like to me when I tried it? It seemed like they got like a weird studio from somewhere and gave them the assets and said, give us another Wildlands. That's what it felt like, because it's like really a whole entirely different budget. They like this game got stuff in it that is like it shouldn't have ever came out like that.
Yeah, it's
There's
like
a lot of bugs and stuff in it. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in it that shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, they just
I
gave them
think
the engine.
overall, this report that they put out, where they're delaying these 3 games, it's good news, and they should use this, because I'm not a fan of all of Ubisoft's games right now, but like I'm a fan of Far Cry and especially Watch Dogs.
I'm surprised there hasn't been another Far Cry in a while. They feel like they come out like every year.
Yeah, they had New Dawn this year.
Yeah, New Dawn.
But like, on that, like, I know there's something that's a little bit embarrassing to say is I'm actually in the top 2% of Watch Dogs 1 and 2 multiplayer players.
Oh,
wow.
And, I don't know why, but
I don't know.
I'm just I don't know why, it just happened.
Watch Dogs 1 multiplayer was fire.
I loved it.
I still got
good
video
too.
like my Watch Dog 1 multiplayer videos are some of my most watched videos. That multiplayer was super underrated. People liked it, but I don't know about 2. I didn't really play that much of 2s.
It was having the drone in it just made it very easy. I got up in the leaderboards very quick.
And they were missing modes in 2. 2 didn't have all the racing modes, and it didn't have all the modes 1 did.
And the deathmatch just
They should have had that.
But Watch Dogs Legion looks pretty innovative in a way, and that's kind of weird coming from Ubisoft, because they haven't innovated for a while. So like, don't squander this opportunity to make a polished game, especially with Watch Dogs, because I feel like that's one of their last franchises that are actually worth a damn anymore.
Yeah,
so.
it's not squandered yet, at least. And yeah, it's a good thing for them to delay it. Like, they need to, just take a step back and look at these games and like, all right, we need to reanalyze what we're doing here. So we'll see. We will see. So EA had tweeted out what people are thinking is like a return to Steam. It was an EA Cup. I felt like this was a little bit of a reach, but it was an EA Cup with Steam coming out of it. And people were like, and people were like, oh my God, they're bringing their games back to Steam. I'm like, really? Yeah.
I don't mind Origin, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm like, really? This is what y'all get out of this? Let me see if I can find this tweet. I'm like, bro, really? But I mean,
Steam needs something. They not getting shit.
Oh man, that's funny. I mean, yeah.
What do you think about this? Oh man.
Yeah, this is a tweet. EA Cup, Steam coming out of it. Oh, they're coming back to Steam. Like, maybe. I don't think EA is smart enough to come up with that type of a cryptic tweet.
Yeah.
I don't think they're smart enough for that.
Yeah, they're reaching. I
never saw the tweet.
Yeah, I have it up on the screen. So, why would they do that though? Why would they put? I don't think nobody even at this point has a problem with Origin. People started out like just how they have a problem with Epic Games Launcher right now. They had a problem with
people had a problem with Origin at first.
Yeah,
right.
yep. So
what else would that mean though?
I don't know. I didn't think it meant anything.
People might be on something, man.
I thought it was just self-promotion. Oh, EA. I don't know. I didn't look that deeply into it. I don't know.
I'm gonna say they might be on something.
No,
I thought
Origin
was.
Bro, that's just
man.
a mug.
It's just a mug.
That's a mug.
It's just a mug.
I done seen crazier theories be true, so I thought Origin that was successful though. So I don't know.
That is some go gadget reaching right there, right? That's a mug.
I think it's just an EA mug.
Yeah.
With coffee in it or tea or whatever.
Pretty much. Okay, but we'll see. Mixer threw the bag at somebody else. It's probably one of the many that's probably going to be in line to get the bag. Shroud is the streamer that was on Twitch. They got him to go over exclusively to Mixer. Never heard of this guy in my life, but I don't follow the popular
Really?
crowd. Yeah, I don't follow.
You
the
know,
No,
crowd.
he pretty fucking popular.
I've
though.
never heard of
crazy
him.
aim, man.
I don't follow the popular crowd when it comes to. I don't even
I-
follow
I
streamers.
don't
I
either.
didn't have to.
I
I
don't
just
either.
watch Apex videos.
Well,
All
yeah,
Apex
I don't
videos
watch
with the
Apex.
Shroud.
Yeah, I hate Apex, so I stay far away. I see a
I
tweet
hate
about Apex.
Apex.
I see a tweet about Apex. I keep scrolling, so there was no way I would ever hear, no way I would ever hear about him. I mean, like, look, I literally just heard about Ninja like what a year and a half ago, and he was like super popular before that.
I played Halo Reach with him back in the day one time.
Mm,
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I heard he was a big Halo guy before he blew
Yeah,
up with
man.
Fortnite.
It was Halo, I was big on Halo back
Oh,
then.
that
Yeah,
makes-
he's definitely thrashed.
That makes me think now. The Ninja acquisition was probably a long-term play for when Halo Infinite come out.
Yep.
He'll be
Ooh.
You're
Microsoft.
seeing you just made the connection.
you're
Yep.
slick.
Yes,
Mm.
he's gonna play the. I think they'll probably have him play the campaign, and then he's also gonna be on the
Microsoft
multiplayer.
playing the long game. I ain't
Yeah,
even
he
see
did. Yeah,
it
he
till
used to be
now.
a-
You made the
Yeah,
connection.
Oh man, give Microsoft.
I
some
saw
credit
that
for
shit coming as soon as
Oh,
they got
man.
the exclusivity. I saw that shit.
Yeah,
coming.
he about to be
Oh, what-
playing that multiplayer like before. They gonna give him access before it even come out.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they got Gathalion and Shroud now too, right?
Yeah, Gathalion is.
I never heard of that.
They need to get some of those just chatting girls on Mixer. They need to get them exclusive.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like
Gathalion
Amaranth
is a
on
big
them.
Destiny.
Amaranth.
and,
They
Destiny
say-
and Borderlands.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, if they get them, it's a wrap, dog.
Yeah, it's over.
If they get them, it's a Twitch gonna be hurting.
Yeah, I think she's like the biggest female streamer on Twitch.
What does she even stream?
Doesn't
Her
matter.
rolling her hips
She's
around.
a woman.
One thing I'm gonna say about this Mixer shit though, a lot of people don't agree with it. I love what Mixer is doing. It's forcing
Yeah,
Twitch to do.
epic.
It's forcing Twitch to do shit that they never would. I never would have thought they did. Do you know that affiliates get ad revenue now from? So that was a partner exclusive feature. Now all of a sudden, now we get ad revenue. Where that come from? So I'm glad they doing this. Stay on their ass.
Yeah, competition's good. We're going to be seeing
man.
some shit from Mixer. We're going to be seeing some stuff with Steam too.
I mean, I want to know what the bag look like. You know, the upfront bag got to be crazy, bro.
Yeah, Dr.
Ooh,
Disrespect
you know I
is
got a
next.
couple.
Oh, yeah,
I got
I was
a couple of
about to say that.
M's, man.
Dr. Disrespect is definitely next.
He next.
Oh yeah, did they get bro? That's
To
gonna
go
hurt.
to Mixer?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's gonna hurt Twitch, man. They got to start promoting black people on Twitch. I don't want that. Hey, you see this nigga? Hold on, don't leave. Hold on, wait a minute.
Nah,
You see this dude? All right.
black people, that's the last resort for them, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're not doing that.
They gonna be like, hey, we ain't that desperate yet. You calm your ass down, nigga. Get back there. Get back into, you know, your day is for the unpopular. Don't they have like one day a year where they promote small streamers? That's your day.
Yeah.
Relax. Hey, man. That's crazy. But shout out to Mixer. I see Kid Smooth be wearing his Mixer shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids Move up next.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Oh,
Hey,
that'd be fire. I ain't even want.
Smooth, you ever make it big on Mixer, bro? Don't forget about me, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't forget about
Plug
us.
us in, dog. Plug us in, bro.
Word. What else we got? Only a few more topics, and then we could read these chats. Battlefield 5 is getting a Pacific expansion.
Does anyone even care about Battlefield?
No.
Nope.
I just want them to go back to modern times, and I'm gonna love that.
They have to.
Yeah.
Man. Call of Duty did it. They got to. And I like the World War II settings, but they fucked it up when they were trying to include women in parts that they weren't supposed to be in. That's where they fucked up.
Okay.
People are complaining about Outer Worlds load times. Are they long?
I haven't.
No,
That,
they're not that bad.
Nah, they're not.
that's got to be on consoles though, or
Well, obviously.
No, I'm
but
playing on console. It's not bad.
okay.
Okay, back.
Oh, there we go.
What is the cat's
Hey,
name?
hey, she low key on
Yeah,
time.
we
Though.
need
She
to,
always,
you gotta name that cat on the show.
she always show up when the podcast's supposed to end. She lit.
Yo, right now, so y'all can't see, but her name is Callie. My wife is from California, so she named her Callie.
Alright.
And right now, this is her favorite place to be is on F11, which is you know, enlarge the window, so she just always puts her head on it, bro. It's be driving me crazy. Yeah. So what else? What was the last topic? We talked about Battlefield 5. Oh yeah, rumor of early rumors of GTA 6.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say about that. It's
Rockstar rumor, you can put it around.
yeah, that's like
Yeah, they're all fake.
Yeah, people were just like spreading them around. But
Bro, we talked about bully rumors for a fucking decade. They finna announce, then they say, oh yeah, we canceled that shit like 10 years ago. Nigga! We've been talking about these canceled ass rumors for 10 years, bro. Goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, the big rumor was she's about to meow. I'm just letting y'all know. The biggest rumor was like it was gonna come out in the first 2 years of next gen. I don't buy that. Yeah. It might be they're like scouting areas in Florida. Florida, the craziest place on earth.
Oh man, a new Vice City. Oh man.
And it's made by Edinburgh Rockstar HQ. I don't know about that.
Man, where you get
that? Do make sense though.
Jason Schreier even tweeted out some information that it's been in development since 2012.
Okay, that's the only believable thing I've heard so far.
What's that?
Fucking
That's been in development since 2012.
Yeah,
it would have to be. Yeah.
It picked up production in mid 2015. 2 studios are working on it. The code name is Project Americas. It's set in both Vice City and a new fictional location based on Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Bully or GTA?
GTA.
No,
6
GTA.
Rumors.
Bully's gone. But I mean, like, man, I
listen,
remember when Rockstar used to put out so many games, and now we get like one, maybe 2 a generation. I don't even think it's
so
worth
long.
it.
Yeah,
it takes
look how long. All the
because
details.
I didn't even like Red Dead 2, so it's like, what am I playing this generation for Rockstar? Jack shit.
It's because they have their entire development teams, all of them working on one game. Yeah, they
It shows
they make
too.
money off of GTA with people playing online, buying all that, the short cards.
It's just, from the PS2 generation, getting like 7 fucking games, to getting one.
That's a bygone era, man.
You know what's the crazy thing is? That's more games than Retro Studios has made all generation.
Indeed.
Let me see what the other room. The game will have a balance between realism and arcade. It won't be as realistic as Red Dead Redemption 2. The game is set in the 1970s to 1980s. There will be 1 playable protagonist this time. It will be male. It will be a male protagonist.
Yes. 1.
You play as an up-and-coming drug lord wannabe named Ricardo. It's gonna be similar. It's gonna be similar to like a Tarantino flick. Weather is gonna be a heavy focus. It's gonna be like hurricanes and floods. It's heavily inspired by Netflix Narcos. Yeah.
Imagine
that type of stuff.
Imagine having to put gas in your car.
No.
You did that in Mafia. You did that in Mafia too.
Yeah,
I know, but Rockstar really shouldn't get their hands on more realistic
micromanaging. They love that stuff.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, they're way too slow for that, and their game is just not up to par when you're on foot compared to being in the car. No, so yeah, I don't know. They should.
Oh my God. Well, you can catch an Uber and shit. It's gonna be.
Ain't no Uber in the 70s.
Oh yeah, this is 70s.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm thinking about present day. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey,
that sounds cool though. That sounds cool though. I'm down for it. GTA whenever.
I kind of want it in the 70s and 80s, man. Like now I gotta go listen to this. I like 70s music. I listen to classic 70s and 80s music still though. It's not my ideal.
Well, they got that R&B, that soft rock. That'll be hitting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if that's true, I fuck with that. So.
Okay.
But they need to put out more games.
Man, they better have a whole bunch of Temptation jams on there. I want some Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Rockstar. You better have them up there, man.
They ain't never fucked. Well, GTA 4 soundtrack kind of trash, but they ain't really never fucked up with no soundtrack, bro.
Yeah, their soundtracks are always good.
even some of the obscure bands that nobody know about unless you was back in the, what was it called? New something. New Day. That's wrestling.
All right, about to read these super chats. Hold on.
Yeah, it's about time. I
Did
think
you- did you
8:30
ever-
should be the time we should always read super chats and end it at 9. I think that's a good strategy.
Did you ever figure out the Golden Joysticks Awards thing there?
Nope, I don't know why it wasn't working.
We'll talk about it next
And my
week.
cat about starting to harass. She woke
About
up
to
and
go
starting
up.
to harass me again. So
Next week, you're about to be talking about those Death Stranding scores.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good day. Good day.
Am I gonna be here next week? Yeah, I'm gonna be here.
They're gonna be good scores. The only thing it's gonna be is, man, look, they only gave it because it's Kojima. The
Yeah,
game
that is what
That's
the
really
argument.
what's gonna be.
I've
there's
been
really no
I've
reason
been
to
hearing
talk
some
about it.
things from people who have leaked no, not leaked, but review copies, and it's definitely going to be an interesting day.
It's gonna be over at 90. Like we just keep it real.
It's gonna
be over.
review, huh? It's gonna people.
It's gonna
no
review.
matter
Which once
Let's
again,
hope-
no matter what.
which once
All you
again,
can do is hope the user reviews are low, but they're not gonna.
which once again, for the record, I want to go on record again because I guarantee you, it's gonna people be gonna be all over my timeline. I've said many times, and I'll
You
say it
never said it was
again.
a bad.
The game is going to get high 80s, low 90s. So I do not think Metacritic, like I'm not dumb enough to think that this game not gonna get praised. So I don't want anybody jumping in my time. Oh, see the game. I always said it was gonna be.
You know this still gonna happen, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But I
You're
was
gonna
like-
get bombarded. You might
Oh, yeah.
get banned.
I'm
on
gonna be the first one. I'm
Twitter.
gonna be the first one.
I'm sure. Yo, the other day.
I ain't gonna have the game. I'm still gonna do it.
Listen, I blocked about. I think my record is like maybe blocking like 75 people in one day.
The fuck?
I'm like, yeah, I blocked like at least 75 people in one day on Twitter before. I think I could maybe beat that record. Maybe. See how these
Good
people
shit, bro.
see how these people act.
I understand though, because like looking into it more, it is how they marketed the game. I get it. It's a lot of a slower experience, and it's like for me, like I like games like that are like immersive sims. So I like Deus Ex, I like Prey, stuff like that. That it's not all action all the time, so it kind of resonates with me more. But I mean, I've been seeing some stuff with this game. It's gonna change a lot of people's minds, but I mean, we honestly review scores don't really matter because I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 was a 97. I did not fuck with that game.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to go in with confirmation bias and just feel like, oh, I have to like this game. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and if it's good, I'm about to pull up again with a baby strapped to my chest, 18 boxes stacked on my back,
There
with
you
some
go.
black Air Forces on. I'm about to.
Oh man.
Oh, you
Black
wanna let
Air
y'all
Forces.
know.
I ain't arguing.
I gotta
y'all.
let y'all know,
And was Inspector Gadget ladder.
Oh yeah.
man. You know I
Hey,
will.
Don't show us where you pull it out of, because I ain't trying to see that.
Yeah.
That trick.
Yeah, I think this game's definitely going to be over at 90 meta for certain. I think that's almost a guarantee to me. But whether I like it or not, that's a different story. I'm gonna give it a shot, but I mean,
I've been seeing some stuff from some reviewers, and then some YouTubers who have like leaked stuff before, and they're feeling it. So, like even Skill Up, who does big reviews. Well, he's trying to avoid spoiling things with the NDA, but he is definitely fucking with the game.
And I'm like I said, I'm gonna rent the game. So and I know people gonna think I'm just gonna be biased, even if I like it. Like, listen,
Even if you like, you're not gonna like
listen,
it.
check,
you know.
check,
And I
listen,
just go
man.
in with the open mind. You'll be okay.
Check the record, bro. Check the resume. I keep it real. Like
No, you don't.
it doesn't matter how popular or unpopular something is. If I like it, I say I like it. Like
You wouldn't even get a Witcher a try. You was hating that joint for the.
I played it like 3 times.
Oh my god! Why would anybody like this game? Like, I just don't like. Why am I not get on this?
Witcher 3's good.
I never
Witcher
went into
3's
The Witcher
good.
3 hating it. What are you talking about?
Boy, that whole
I had,
screen.
I literally was completely no.
That
That was
whole
the second. That was
screen,
the,
you
that
were
was the
hating
second
on
time.
every
That wasn't
single
that wasn't
thing.
my
That was
first
the
time
second
playing
time
The
playing.
Witcher. That was the second
Why
time.
is his hair white? You know what? I don't understand why his hair is white. It's so stupid. Like, they could have made any other color.
The RPG guy didn't like Persona or The Witcher.
Nope. That wasn't my first time playing The Witcher. That was my second time, and people keep trying to get me to play it and thinking my like mind is gonna change. Like, no, it only makes me dislike the game even more.
Why does he twirl around when he's swinging sword? I don't understand.
But I went into The Witcher 3 completely neutral. Like I didn't have I was in the middle of the fence as you could be on that game. Like I didn't think it was going to be amazing.
The outside of it
because I dibbled and dabbled in The Witcher 2 a little bit, but I never played it like that. So I didn't have no idea how the game was going to be. I went into it completely blank, and it was just boring to me. So, it is what it is, fam. I'm sorry. And with Death Stranding, do I expect it to be bad? Sure. I expect it to be boring. Let me just.
No, you heard that? You heard that? No,
boring.
I'm about to pull up
because
Black Forces on.
Because I understand.
Yeah,
I
sure.
understand with people you have to be with these people you got to be extremely specific. I expect it to be boring.
That gentleman is called a Freudian slip. He literally just said what he was actually thinking.
So I will, be truthful when I rent the game.
When are you renting it? You renting it like
if I can get it day one. I don't know if you Redbox. I don't know if Redbox is gonna have it day one or whatever. But
Redbox, you getting the daggone piece of paper? Go ahead, Redbox.
How you know? But BG, how you know you're gonna get it like day one from?
No, I said I don't know.
Said.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna try to, and I'll tell people how I really feel.
Why would you spend full price on Call of Duty, play a 6-hour campaign, skip on the multiplayer, and uninstall? And then Death Stranding is like 40 hours, and you're gonna rent it.
I mean, because
whatever it is.
I can answer that. I can answer that. I mean, for one thing, I don't see a problem with like buying a short game for full price. That's something we've done for the longest, right? That's something we've done for the longest. So I don't once again, I don't know why people act like it's like this thing completely foreign to us. We've done that for a long time, especially if you gamed early, like the last few generations. We were buying.
No, I do that too.
Yeah, we were buying 5.
I do that too. I'm just wondering how many games do you rent off?
I've pretty much never. The last time I rented a game had to be when I was like a child, and that was because my parents wouldn't buy it, and I couldn't buy it myself.
You're just really
I understand. And like I said, so like with Call of Duty, I don't mind spending money on a game, regardless of how short it is. If I think there's a part of it I will like. If it's 3 hours. If I'm bro, like the Order 1886.
Trust me, I agree with you. I have
the Order 1886
games.
is 5 hours. And I would pay $60 for that game over again because I enjoy it. What's up?
You fucking up, bro.
How?
Just gone?
How?
You go.
It just seems weird that you're specifically going out of your way to rent this one game. It's like
because
you don't like it. You don't like it.
There's nothing in this game that I've seen
that
shows me that I would like it. I don't care about timing.
Yeah.
I don't care about like the amount of time I'll put into a game. That doesn't matter to me with how much. That doesn't matter to me. What's up?
You missing out on revenue potential. Buy the game day one so you can get your shit off. You gonna make that back tenfold and flip that bitch back in. What is this conversation? You can drop the day one impressions. You might even stream that shit. Get your shit off. The revenue.
Yeah. You could stream it. You can uninstall it live.
You hustling backwards.
So
you might want
to
money real good. Snap the motherfucking disc on live.
So you saying I'm effing up by not finessing the situation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you might as well.
Absolutely.
You might as well.
I don't really care about that. I understand you. Usually I do have that mind state. I do, right? Get the do the finesse, but I don't really care about that right now. I think
the hyper gets you if you don't get it from Redbox.
I just don't care, man. Like to me, it's not like I said. To me, it's not about like
driving
the
to
amount
every
of time.
pharmacy on the block looking.
Hell yeah!
We're gonna be getting paper.
Posted up at the Walgreens parking lot looking creepy as fuck.
Go to six Walgreens in one day.
I got that Death Stranding dog. Fuck away from me, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel you, bro. But if it's good, I'm about to pull up back on the podcast with the Black Forces on.
Yeah, no, man, you're right. But like I said, like the same people criticizing me are the same people who paid 60 for Order 1886, and we knew that game was short before it came out. Everybody knew that game was short before it came out. That was proven. So,
but I felt finesse buying that. I definitely did.
I didn't.
Well, yeah. Well, I definitely know the length of time to beat Death Stranding. So. It's not a short game, I can tell you that.
Let me read these super chats. There's only 2 of them. King Green said, "Shout out to Insomniac teasing Resistance. They've been teasing a lot of their old games, so I doubt it's like,
Where did they tease Resistance?
they were just like, oh, doing tweeting out anniversaries, like, oh, Nathan Hale died on this day, or Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal came out, but they're just promoting all their old games, so it's not specific.
They should leave that shit in the past.
And Glinzer said WWE 2K20 first one with a female on the cover. Were there not a lot of female reviewers or what?
Wow.
I mean, I don't got a problem. They even pushing like a female scenario thing about the WWE women's.
I think in the storyline you got to create a male and a female created wrestler for some reason.
Where you have to?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
It's a brother and a sister.
Which makes no fucking sense, but.
So you can get along with the almighty BBC.
Whoa.
Why does this wrestling game have to be annualized? I don't see the reason for this.
There's no reason. Well, they was doing it.
But like during like the N64, the PS1, they weren't annualized. Like how often would they come out?
When you think about it, they were because when you think about it, they were because the N64 got a game every 2 years and the PlayStation got every 2 years, so there was technically a new one every year.
But was this the same developer? It wasn't, right?
Yeah.
SmackDown
1, SmackDown 2 are all the same developer.
Then they start putting a year on it, like sports games. So.
Each iteration of the game came out every 2 years, though. But there were 2 games. But technically, you're getting one wrestling game a year.
Got you. Well, I think I think a lot of these games like that, if they just like, for I guess stakeholders or investors, just allow them to skip a year, I'm sure the quality would go up. I'm sure. But yeah, that's all the topics for today, and we can do these outros.
That's all super chats?
Yep. That's all for today.
Oh.
No, it's fuck y'all niggas didn't get paid this week. What's going on? I'm playing. I'm just fucking with y'all, man.
Smooth.
What's up? This is outro?
Yes.
Oh damn. All right, bro. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Weapon Will. Make sure you guys follow me on the Mixer. Help me get that bag. Mixer.com/IamKidSmooth. And still trying to get a whole Weapon Will stream up there, but y'all sitting there like being lazy. But other than that, man, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
All right. Slow-mo.
Yeah, what's up, yo? Thanks for the invite. This is Slow-mo Backslap. You can catch me on Brat Podcast Wednesday nights at 9 p.m.
Snap out of the gun.
Scumcast on whenever the hell Luca decides to start it on Saturdays, and check out my own YouTube channel. I do some gaming stuff. So
there hasn't been any recent episodes of that, right?
The Scumcast?
Yeah.
It was one yesterday. What are you talking about?
It was on one on yesterday. We'll have one next week, but they've been doing it pretty good.
I must have missed that one.
I was watching it.
All right. Bond.
Who's small?
What's going on, everybody? Good week. Definitely good week.
What the?
Why interrupting me in my outro? Anyway, Sixers 2-0. Lakers looking like bums. Clippers looking like the team in the West to beat. Smooth. Appreciate everybody coming out.
Clippers just lost to the Phoenix Suns.
They don't have Paul George.
Did Baker Mayfield just pitch the ball right into the line?
Funny.
But follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. The most entertaining Twitter around. And enjoy the night.
Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. Everybody enjoy your night. I'm out of here. Peace.
Tick.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy Tick. I'm gone.
Starsky.
Hey, thanks for having me. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Starsky Silvers. About to put more videos out eventually.
All right, and I said Jack?
No.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you check out the make sure you check out the Weapon Wheel podcast on Patreon, man.
Or both.
Make sure you check me out on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm gonna try to stream the Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds. Is that it? Outer Worlds. God damn, I just gotta get the fuck out. I'm gonna try to stream the Outer Worlds tomorrow on Twitter, man. On Twitch. Okay, bye, man. Bye.
He got that all wrong.
The Grizz is fucking up, man. I'm trying to watch the game, man.
All right. What do I got going on? I'll probably put out a review on Call of Duty. I'm put out a review on that. Put out a first impressions on Outer Worlds. I bought a this is the most gold chain thing I've ever did. I have a 2080 Ti, as all of you know. I have the black edition. I sold the black edition to get the For the Win 3 Ultra edition. This is the most gold chain thing I've ever did. I pretty much sold the card just to get a slightly better of the same card.
Ain't you competing with like Kofi
I
and
thought
Hardy
he said
on
he
this shit?
sold his car
Yeah,
at
he
first.
What's wrong with
No,
y'all, man? Why y'all gold chaining for GPUs, man?
Hey man, bro, I 5 to 10 extra frames at the
He
max.
just hit the game winner. Let's fucking go.
5 to 8 extra frames. I pretty
You
much
guys are
did that.
insane when it comes to upgrading your graphics.
Bro,
What J man now for the roast J man?
you know what really know what really made me do it? Red Dead coming out next week. Bro, I want like them 5 extra frames, bro. I want it, man. I gotta have it, man. I was scratching my neck like I gotta have it, fam. But yeah.
How much was the card?
Man, listen, I don't want to put that out there.
Boy,
Don't put the price on there,
man.
I don't.
You about to play replay?
It's bad if he can't say it.
I don't put that out there.
Go ahead,
dog.
say it, bro. I wanna know.
Bro.
I want to know too.
It's ignorant.
I might be interested.
It's ignorant. It's ignorant, bro. Just look it up on Amazon. The For the Win 3 Ultra.
And I'm sure we selling them.
That joint ignorant, fam. But yeah.
Sorry, y'all leaving me in the dust
A
here.
lot to you. I ain't gonna buy it. I'm upgrading my processor first. My processor old.
Well, you know I'm good.
Yeah, we know. What you on? A 460?
1070.
Oh,
Jay
okay.
Crowder is the game winner.
Huh?
Jay Crowder to beat the Nets, Memphis.
Bro,
BG,
that ending was fire, bro.
What?
The price of this right here, fam.
What?
What is
Bro,
it?
I hope it's the one that says
18.99,
13.
right?
I hope it's the one that says 13 and not the one that says 16.
Fam, let's not.
16.
We
Yo,
out.
Bro, you crazy,
We'll
bro?
catch y'all next week, yo.
Are you crazy?
For 5 frames?
Hey, yo, we'll catch y'all next week, chat. Good looking
Yo.
out. We out.
This shit is fucking 2 stacks.
We